into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up Expresso. Today is my feel good breakfast show.
Oh yes, here we are again. A very good morning, Sanbonani. Dumelang ko khaya bo botle. It is Wednesday, the 24th of May, and once again, you've chosen to start the day the feel-good way. Yes. Give me some loving. Yes. Listen, it's going to be a very exciting one. For all mountain biking enthusiasts out there, we check out highlights from this past weekend's very start of the Mountain Biking World Cup.
And then Sean Marco Foster wins big at the RTA Coffee Affair. He's Best Presenter.
Lekker,
Hello. Hello. We're going to have him in studio today. And then, of course, we're also going to play our Emoji charades game with you, so you do not want to miss out on that.
And we've all heard about Bad or Hello Peter, right?
Yes, yes.
Our guest artists today are called Bad Peter, completely unrelated but equally as popular.
Hello.
They've been sound checking. They are right over there getting their instrumentation ready. Check it out. Their album, here it is, Let Go, their first one. The new one coming out pretty soon, but we'll be hearing songs from this album today. That's how we get your Wednesday started off. But let's check out what's happening with the weather. A bit chilly here in Cape Town. Hopefully it's a bit more pleasant in your part of the country.
Thank you so much, team. Good morning from my side as well as we do early on a Wednesday morning. Let's quickly get into weather for the first time. En het lyk op meeste dele van die land lekker sonnige toestande kan verwag met gedeeltelik bewolkte toestande vir die kusgebiede. En dan kan jy lekker koel oggendtemperature verwag reg oor Suid-Afrika met matige temperature later vandag. Polokwane begin op 9 grade minimum vanoggend. Dit begin styg na 'n maksimum van 25. Mbombela 12:32, lekker warm. Pretoria 7:23. Johannesburg begin op 4 grade minimum. Koel, maar dit styg na 22 later. Mahikeng 5:25, Klerksdorp 3 grade minimum met 'n matige 24, Kimberley 6:25, Bloemfontein baie koud vanoggend 0 grade minimum en 'n matige 23 later, Richards Bay 16:30, Pietermaritzburg 7 vanoggend en styg na 27 grade maksimum, Durban 19:29, Mthatha begin op 6, dit styg na 27 grade, Oos-London 15:25, Cradock begin op 5 grade minimum en 'n maksimum van 26, Port Elizabeth on 13 rising to a maximum of 21 degrees. George 12:21. Sutherland kicking off on 5 degrees minimum, reaching a maximum of 17. Cape Town 12:17. Worcester on 10 degrees minimum with a maximum of 22. Springbok 7:24 and Uppington starting off on 8 degrees minimum and a nice and warm maximum of 28 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather for the 6:30 bulletin. We'll keep you updated with those temperatures throughout the course of your Feel Good Wednesday. I'm back just after 7 with another look.
Oh, well, listen, we're going to take a first look at your roads this morning, starting off in Gauteng in Parktown. Now, along the M1 highway, southbound traffic is slow moving, approaching the CBD. And if you're in Cape Town and Athlone, on the N2 inbound, there's been an accident approaching Langa, so you can expect a couple of delays approaching the scene. Also allow for some extra travel time this morning. That's where we leave your traffic. For now, we'll bring you another update in half an hour's time.
Okay, what's going on there?
There is the fruit on the drill and it is dancing.
Moving on.
Now, it was a very happy Sunday for all mountain biking fans this past weekend as the sports showpiece event, the UCI World Cup, returned with a bang in the Czech Republic. So here's what went down at the season opener.
The new season of the cross-country mountain bike World Cup got underway this past weekend with Novo Mesto in the Czech Republic playing host for the first stop of the tour. 50,000 fans came out in full force to witness the action as 129 male and 79 female riders set out to make their mark on the new season. In the men's race, Swiss rider Nino Schurter stormed to victory to get his 2017 season off to a flyer. 31-year-old Schurter, whose 2016 season saw him claim gold at the Rio Olympics, finished the race in 1 hour, 27 minutes and 35 seconds, 36 seconds ahead of his nearest competitor.
Yeah, I had a really great start. It wasn't from the beginning and felt really good. And yeah, this course really suits me well. It's my perfect course, one of my favorites. And yeah, I'm really happy to win here again.
The men's race wasn't all plain sailing for some, as a massive crash just after the starting gun caused a heavy pileup, resulting in 13 riders crashing out within the first 5 minutes. Over in the ladies' race, it was 33-year-old Annika Langvad from Denmark who came out on top, easily navigating a track that included a 12% climb and a 19% vertical drop. Decked out in her rainbow jersey, Langvad, who spends her weekdays as a dentistry student, set the standard from the start. She eventually crossed the line in a time of 1 hour, 28 minutes and 45 seconds.
I did not expect this at all. I mean, since September, I was very busy at university, like full-time finishing school. You know, I was in school this week until Wednesday and only flew out, and Monday morning I'll be back at school like doing surgery. I cannot believe this.
That's a wrap on the season opener in the Czech Republic. The riders next head to Albstadt in Germany for the second leg of the Mountain Bike World Cup Series.
Well, time for us to head to social media this morning with these handsome gentlemen. The battle between the Batman Cup and the Superman Cup. But that's not what we're talking about. It is hump day. We want to know which of these drinks have gotten you through your week. Let's see. Coffee. Is it tea or is it even hot chocolate? Let's see who kicked us off with their response. And Neill says, good morning to you all. I am addicted to coffee. Black. With sugar. Oh no, without sugar. Woohoo, that's hectic. At least 4 cups a day. Thomas says, good morning, team. Coffee, I just can't go anywhere without drinking it. Letitia says, definitely coffee. Nkunku says, good morning. Coffee, of course, in a big mug. I can't go a day without it. And then Heinz says, coffee, coffee, coffee. I hate that I love coffee so much. Tea is for grannies and hot chocolate is for sissies. Ooh, we're gonna start a fight today about which one it is. But let us know which of those 3 drinks you just love having in the morning.
I could so do with a cup of hot chocolate right now, eh?
With mini marshmallows.
With mini marshmallows.
My cup is just fine. In fact, it runneth over with awesomeness.
Lies! He just said he would love one.
Well,
He just said he would love a hot chocolate.
Well, we're going to take a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And then after the break, we'll take a look at what happened in Bailey Schneider's baby shower. We'll take a sneak peek of some of the pics.
Yeah, and then we also chill out with one of the coolest cats in the gang right now. Mr. Sean Marco Vosser het onlangs baie groot gewen by die ATKV Media Feertjies en he won the best TV presenter of an entertainment show. So we'll find out about his things that get him going, what he does on the weekend, and how much this win actually means for him in his career. So stay tuned for that and more. We'll be right back.
Life, and you could win big when you buy Tropica. Follow the entry details on your Tropica bottle and stand a chance to win daily airtime prizes. A weekly giveaway of an experience with the Tropica Island of Treasure contestants, awesome Sunglass Hut vouchers, highly fashionable Daniel Klein watches, and more. You could also win the grand prize of a brand new Kia Sportage. Find the T's and C's on tropica.co.za. There's nothing smoother than winning with Tropica. Don't forget to watch Tropica Island of Treasure Seychelles every Monday at 7:30 on SABC3.
It was clear as day, I could see it from a mile away, and so could you. Well, I was walking your way, I knew that I just had to see, so I got it right up. And then you caught my eye and I could see more clear. My sunshine wasn't gone, she was standing right here. And you could leave with me, babe, but you don't seem too keen. So all I could do was grab you quickly and ask you, please don't walk away from me, don't be so mean. You look like you've got the love a man like me need. Don't you think that we could sneak away somewhere and play our own little game of truth or dare? 'Cause I dare you to touch me, dare you to hold me, I dare you to kiss me, 'cause I know I want you. Dare you to take me up on my offer to be your unfaithful lover. Don't you think you and me could be your unfaithful lover? Please, you take my hand so you can see I'm your unfaithful lover. not that young to waste my love, but leaving me to say, you know that I will ask you to please don't walk away from me, don't be so mean. You look like you've got the love a man like me need. Don't you think that we could sneak away somewhere and play our own little game of truth or dare? 'Cause I dare you to touch me, dare you to hold me, I dare you to kiss me, 'cause I know I want you. Dare you to take me up on my offer to be your unfaithful lover. Don't you think that you and me could be your unfaithful lover? Please, you take my hand so you can see I'm your unfaithful lover.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, ngena wena. It's a Wednesday morning. We welcome you back to your feel-good breakfast show. Starting your day off, taking a look at some of the local entertainment news and who's making headlines. What's happening, Lee?
Bailey Schneider is making headlines because she's about to be a mommy for the first time.
Hey.
And I think we are just as excited to see how her journey is coming along. On Instagram, she shared some stylish shots of herself showing off her growing baby bump. And Bailey also shared an adorable collage of her baby shower. And judging by the colors, I'm gonna say she's having a boy.
Can we quickly go back to the previous picture? The one with the... That was taken... Isn't that in front of our garage?
Gorge. It might just... No, our garage doesn't have this here.
Okay. I was just making...
Anyways, we're thinking that this might just be the perfect play date for Graham's little one, Jack.
Oh, listen,
Hey?
that would be amazing. Because by that time,
Look at him yawning.
Jack will be like nice and, strong. And yeah, that would be a nice little play date. Yeah, well
Talking about
chosen.
playtime, Melinda Bam and her husband, Adrian Berg, have been having some fun in the sun in the Maldives. Also on Instagram, the model shared several photos of their adventures, which included taking a swim in the clear turquoise waters. The pair are in the exotic location for a bit of a break, which coincides with Adrian's birthday. So a happy birthday to him. But can we just take a minute for the hotness that is Melinda Bam?
That's why they call her that, you know.
Over here.
Melinda Bam!
Bam.
Wow.
Sure.
What filters are they using? Because this is just some lip...
I think it's called natural beauty.
Okay, I like...
natural beauty
my
model.
Instagram didn't come with that one.
Really?
But okay. No, they are serving up some serious goals, but I hope that they're enjoying themselves. I mean, they're such a lovely young couple in love, just on the precipice of a whole new
What if this was the break before they break the news that bam, they're having a baby Bam?
A baby Bam. I know, I feel you on that one.
Hey, that might just be, I called it.
The baby Bam. All right, that's what we have for you on the local entertainment news front. We'll be taking a look at the international entertainment news headlines a bit later on. Right now, what are we doing on social media, guys?
Well, we're about to play a little game with you because I need to know if your entertainment knowledge is on point, then this game is definitely for you. It is our Emoji Charades game, and we are here really to test your skills. We're going to ask you, is this a movie, a TV show, or a song? How many of them are in the title? And we're going to give you a couple of clues to help you out.
All right, so here are our emojis, and it's got one word, all right, that's the name. There's a moon and a light bulb, all right? So I have literally no clue what this is, but I've got 3 clues for you, all right, which may help you out. So this is an American drama based on a play by Tal Alvin McCraney. It won the Golden Globe and also Academy Award for Best Picture. And last clue for you this morning, it was the first film with an all-black cast to win the Best Picture Award.
I know what it is.
Ready?
I know what it is. It's a very recent movie. So if you know what this movie's title is, let us know on Facebook or Twitter by using our hashtag Expresso Show and try and figure out our Emoji Charades game. We will reveal the answer a little later.
Think about it, guys. Think about it, okay? Think about it. What's the movie? Think about it. Okay, hey, we're back.
Okay.
I was trying to challenge the guys from Bad Peter to tell me what that is. The charades thing.
Of course. I was just looking at just how incredible they play. Anyways, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we are looking at what's trending this morning. Kat, what would you do if I had to offer you a cup of coffee with rats? Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Exactly. My sentiment, exactly. I'll bring you those details after the break.
Exactly. And then we've got music from Bad Peter. These guys are absolutely incredible. As I said earlier on, are about to take your Wednesday to a whole new level. Stay tuned for that and more. We'll be right back after the break.
Join us on Expresso on Thursday, the 25th of May for a very special event. Together with Tropica Island of Treasure Seychelles, we'll be hosting a live telethon to raise funds for the Chuck Foundation. Call in, pledge live and speak to a celebrity, while every rand you donate will help children who are battling cancer and build brighter futures. For more information and details on how to donate, email chuck@expressoshow.com. It's happening exclusively on SABC3. The stage is yours.
None of us know we're not that old but not that young. Don't waste my love by leaving me to say you know that I will ask you to please don't walk away from me. Don't be so mean. You look like you've got the love a man like me need. Don't you think that we could sneak away somewhere and play our own little game of truth or dare? 'Cause I dare you to touch me, dare you to hold me, I dare you to kiss me 'cause I know I want you, dare you to take me up on my offer to be your unfaithful lover. Don't you think that you need to be your unfaithful lover? Please just take my hand so you can see I'm your unfaithful lover.
At Samsung, we develop technology so you can live life. Samsung, a way of life.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Well, it's now that time for us in the morning to take a look at what's happening online, all those things trending, having people talk, photos, hashtags, interesting stories. So we're going to share those with you right now.
Funny, random and interesting. That's what I'm across this morning. So I'll kick it off with the first story. So there's one particular bride, right? She was rather a little bit sad that she didn't have any female friends to do a bridesmaid shoot, you know, before her wedding, because that's a big thing, you know, the bridesmaid shoot. Now, she works as an engineer and is constantly surrounded by men who became like her best friends, okay? Yeah. But it definitely looks like they had a lot of fun. So she did her bridesmaid shoot with a bunch of guys.
Oh, that's
Check it out. That's so cool.
And they're silky pink
and
gowns.
they ended up having more fun than I think they thought they would.
Look at that.
I
That's
think
awesome.
it is awesome, man.
Yeah, I think that's cool because you want to, at the end of the day, have the people you're most close with around you.
And the guys got in there, shaving their legs, dressing up in pink. Awesome, man.
That's so cool.
Looks like
what
a lot
a group
of fun.
friends.
Well, listen, another thing, it seems like wearing your mom's prom or dress to prom has become a new trend, and I think it's a very sweet throwback Thursday. So a lot of more girls these days are wearing the dresses their mom wore to their prom, and take a look at that.
That is
1989 and right now.
That's so hot right now, though.
Wow.
Yeah, all these vintage styles coming back.
That's beautiful.
And I think it's a very sweet gesture between daughter and mom.
Mother and daughter. Very, very nice. I don't know how nice this next story is, but how does anybody feel about a rattuccino? Okay, let me explain. Animal cafes have been a big trend in the restaurant scene. There are cafes for cats, there are cafes for owls, but now there's actually a temporary cafe that's been set up in the San Francisco Dungeon, which is a tourist attraction. Now, these little critters will run around while you enjoy your coffee, and of course, the rats are coming from Ratty Rats, which is a rescue group that will be introducing their friendly and trained rodents to humans who may want a new pet as well. So that's pretty interesting.
Look,
See,
as long
my
as
idea of a rat's dirty. Like, is
yeah, but
that
as long as it's not sewer rats,
Yeah.
you know, then it's cool. Like I had a rat pet.
No, a rat
pet,
is a
you know,
rat is
and
a
they're
rat.
cool. They're really cool.
Okay.
No, they are. I would so do that. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
interesting. Well, listen,
Live
that
a
was
little,
a wrap
yeah.
up.
Live a little.
Okay, yeah, no. How about no? Why are we doing such things? Anyway, right now, we gaan nou gore roetlele mino o monate tot daaroor en vanoggend kuier ons saam met die ouens van Bad Peter. PG en Alwyn, alipad van Pretoria, Blobeland. And of course, they'll be sharing music with us from their first EP. Here it is. It's called Let Go. And right now, performing a song called Faithful Lover.
It was clear as day, I could see it from a mile away, and so could you. Well, I was walking your way, I knew that I just had to see, so I got right up. And then you caught my eye and I could see more clear. My sunshine wasn't gone, she was standing right here. And you could leave with me, babe, but you don't seem too keen. So all I could do was grab you quickly and ask you, please don't walk away from me, don't be so mean. You look like you've got the love a man like me need. Don't you think that we could sneak away somewhere and play our own little game of truth all day? 'Cause I dare you to touch me, dare you to hold me, I dare you to kiss me, 'cause I know I want you. Dare you to take me up on my offer to be your one faithful lover. Don't you think that you and me could be your one faithful lover? Please just take my hand so you can see I'm your one faithful lover. Right out into a world that neither one of us know. We're not that old, but not that young. Don't waste my love by leaving me to say, you know that I will ask you to please don't walk away from me, don't be so mean. You look like you've got the love a man like me need. Don't you think that we could sneak away somewhere and play our own little game of truth all day? 'Cause I dare you to touch me, dare you to hold me, I dare you to kiss me, 'cause I know I want you. Dare you to take me up on my offer to be your one faithful lover. Don't you think that you and me could be your one faithful lover? Please just take my hand so you can see I'm your one faithful lover. I'm your one faithful lover. Don't you think that you and me could be your one faithful lover? Please just take my hand so you can see I'm your one faithful lover. Don't you think that you and me could be your one faithful lover? Please just take my hand so you can see I'm your one faithful lover. I'm your one faithful lover.
Bad Peter on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, man. What a way to get the day started. Beautiful music. Faithful Lover. Check out their album. It is available now at all reputable music distributors. You check it out. It's called Let Go, right?
That's it.
Excellent stuff. Well, right now it is time for our weekly segment called My Money Story. And today we check out and hang out with former pro surfer Roxy Berger and find out whether she's been able to surf the billabongs of the financial world.
So right now is that time of the week again, hashtag My Money Story with Expresso, where each week we sit down with someone who has excelled in their chosen field to learn more about their journey with money and the lessons that they've learned along the way. Now today we are joined by a woman who started her career as a surfer, then she became a model, an actress, and now she is a nutritional therapist and a yoga instructor at that as well. So we welcome Roxy Louw to our studio, and we're also of course joined by our certified financial planner, Grant van Zyl from the Wealth Room. Lady and gent, good morning and welcome to the couch. Yeah.
It's always nice to have a pretty lady in studio with us.
Never complaining, never complaining. Roxy, how are you doing?
Very good.
Yeah, it's I've done too. We've just been talking, checking your Instagram. You're traveling all over the place. You're doing your thing. It's amazing. You're living the life.
Wow. Well, I've had a few months of travel since I've opened up the yoga journey. It's kind of just, things spiral, and you go and study more and a little bit more and have a bit of fun.
Of course. So was the travels to learn different styles and get into
just to extend on my 200 hours. So I did a bit of healing and a bit of chakra work. Yeah, very all in the energy field.
I love it. I love it. Listen, let's talk finances. This is why we're really here. Take it back for us. Paint us a picture as to your very first memory with regards to money.
Wow, my first memory. I was always, actually, I know which one. I used to bake fudge.
Okay.
And I remember being at school and just baking fudge, and everyone always wanted my fudge. So
it
got to a point that I kind of thought, hang on, everyone wants the sugar boost in the day, which I now stand against. And I love baking, so I just started selling fudge in class. And I think I made enough money to save up and travel when I finished school to Australia, to my cousins.
Are you serious?
I coined it a little bit, which was
Entrepreneur.com right here, hey?
Yeah,
jeez,
that was my
selling
first
fudge.
memory, yeah.
Well, I would have bought a block of fudge if I was there. I'm just saying.
I think all the guys bought the fudge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sugary sweet.
Absolutely. So this is very exciting. I mean, now you mentioned you love traveling. You're into it. You're a yoga instructor now as well. You've got so much that you're busy doing. What have you learned along the way? What are some of those hard lessons with regards to finances that you've learned along the way?
Well, one thing I do always stand by is I don't do business with friends. I find, those are two different places, you shouldn't intermix. And then in terms of finance, saving money, investing in property. I don't spend unnecessarily. I think just wherever you can save.
So
budget where you can, living a basic life, keeping it simple, but then extending it over a couple of months.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, traveling to Thailand over traveling to, wherever. It's a bit cheaper and you can get the same benefits.
Yeah, exactly. But the firally point that you mentioned is actually brilliant.
I want to get back into that.
A lot of people have that philosophy, and sometimes it's actually a really good thing, because I've seen many relationships just explode because of intermixing those two things.
Absolutely.
So you have to be really careful with that.
Yeah, and then you can't be straight in a partnership.
Yeah.
So you've got your friendship and you've got the feelings, and so I'm just like, cut that aside.
Ooh, it's scary. Yeah, friends stay friends and not business partners. It's all good. But listen, we're going to be answering some of your questions. I know. So take a minute and think about some of the questions that you would like to ask with regards to money. Grant is here. He's going to give you some great advice, and then we'll be back with hashtag My Money Story in just a bit.
Well, we'll return to hear more My Money Story with Roxy Louw a little bit later on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Right now, let's give you a quick update on what's going on with the news headlines.
Thank you, Kat. In the national news this morning, workers at the Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa, PRASA, have called off a nationwide strike after unions reached a wage agreement with the parastatal. The announcement follows news of the South African Transport and Allied Workers Union, SATAU, as well as the United National Transport Union, UNTU, being prepared to down tools in support of their 10% salary hike demand. PRASA initially offered only a 7% increase, but agreed to an 8% increase as well as job security. Massive load shedding could begin as early as next week in Zimbabwe, as the country has failed to settle an $80 million debt to South African electricity utility Eskom. The state-run Zimbabwe Electricity Supply Authority, known as ZISA, has been unable to keep up with a payment plan agreed upon with Eskom earlier this year. ZISA representative Josh Chifamba says frantic efforts are being made to meet the May 31 payment deadline. Now moving further abroad, actor Sir Roger Moore, best known for playing James Bond, has died at the age of 89. Sir Roger's family confirmed the news on Twitter, saying that he had died after a short but brave battle with cancer. He played the famous spy in 7 Bond films, including Live and Let Die and The Spy Who Loved Me. Sir Roger, who died in Switzerland, will have a private funeral in Monaco in accordance with his wishes. And then finally, terror group ISIS has claimed responsibility for the attack at Ariana Grande's concert, killing 22 and injuring dozens more. The attack has drawn worldwide condemnation, with Prime Minister Theresa May calling the attack senseless and targeted at innocent youth. Armed police have arrested a 23-year-old man in Chorlton, South Manchester, in connection with the attack, and a search is ongoing for missing concert-goers. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Let's get our very first taste of what's happening in the world of sport with Kat.
Thank you, Leanne. Now, the Springbok squad announcement for the upcoming Test series against France took place yesterday, which saw Warren Whiteley named as the new Springbok captain. Taking over from Adrian Strauss, who had retired at the end of the 2016 season, Whiteley becomes the 58th player to captain the national side. Now, the Springboks' first outing of the new season sees them taking on France in a 3-match Test series starting on the 10th of June. Taking a look at cricketing news, the Proteas return to international cricket action today as they take on England in the first game of their 3-match ODI series. South Africa head into the series off a 3-2 victory over New Zealand in their last ODI outing, which propelled the Proteas to the #1 spot on the ODI rankings. The first match gets underway this afternoon at Headingley Oval at 3 p.m. Looking at football news, SuperSport United beat CF Monana by 5-3 in the CAF Confederations Cup last night, moving them up to first place on Group D. The result takes Matatsanza to 4 points from 2 matches, 1 point ahead of second place TP Mazembe. The day's other game saw Platinum Stars slump to a disappointing result, losing 4-2 to Swaziland's Mbabane Swallows. And finally, South Africa will look to bounce back from the first round defeat when they take on Italy in the Under-20 FIFA World Cup today. Amajita narrowly lost to Japan by 2-1 on Sunday, leaving South Africa at the bottom of Group D with no points. Today's other Under-20 World Cup fixtures see Zambia take on Iran, Portugal tackle Costa Rica, while Japan are up against Uruguay. And that's a wrap-up of your sports headlines.
Well, let's take another look at your roads, starting off in Gauteng and Centurion. Traffic along the N14 highway eastbound, it is slow moving already between the R55 and the Brakfontein interchange. If you're in Cape Town in Ottery on the M5 northbound, there are a couple of delays between Ottery Road and the Klipfontein Road exit. Well, that's where we leave your traffic for now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Let's quickly take a look at your weather on your Feel Good Wednesday morning. En dit lyk of meeste dele van die land lekker sonnige toestande kan verwag met gedeeltelik bewolkte toestande vir die kusgebiede. Dan kan jy lekker koel oggendtemperatuur verwag reg oor Suid-Afrika met matige temperature later. Ons hart weer vinnig deur. Polokwane begin op 9 grade minimum met 'n maksimum van 25. Mbombela 12 en 'n warm 32. Pretoria 7-23. Johannesburg begin op 4 grade minimum, lekker koud maar 'n warmer 22 later. Mahikeng op 5 grade en 25 later. Klerksdorp op 3 en 24, Kimberley 6-25, baie koud in Bloemfontein vanoggend ronde 0 grade minimum, maar dit styg na 'n warmer 23, Richards Bay 16-30, Pietermaritzburg 7-27, Durban op 19 en 'n maksimum van 29, Mthatha 6-27, Oos-London begin op 15, dit styg na 25, Cradock 5-26, Port Elizabeth on 13, reaching a high of 21 degrees, George 12-21, Sutherland starting off on 5 and a maximum of 17, Cape Town 12-17, Worcester 10-22, Springbok on 7 degrees this morning, reaching a mild 24 maximum, and Uppington starting off on 8 degrees minimum and a warmer 28 degrees maximum. That's a wrap of your traffic for your weather for the 7 o'clock bulletin. I'm back in an hour with a final weather update.
Well, it's time for us to head to social media this morning, and the hashtag today has to be Roger Moore, RIP or RIP Roger Moore. Everybody, of course, sending out their condolences, and I think the world mourning for the loss of an incredible star. Jeff Maish says, I interviewed Roger Moore 10 years ago and asked what makes the perfect tuxedo. Without missing a beat, he said, a tailor. There we go. Golden Globe Awards also said, in memoriam, Roger Moore, our smiling Bond, 1927 2011 to 2017. Also, someone says here, his style, Roger Moore with hearts and hearts. And former Bond girl, Jane Seymour, devastated by Roger Moore's death. She says, he taught me about work ethic and humility. Definitely, definitely sad about that. May he rest in peace. Such an amazing Bond, and a lot of people say that he is the best Bond for them.
Oh, certainly, yeah. May his memory live on long past a time like this. But of course, stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show. There's still lots more to come on this morning.
That's right. Well, we continue our finance chats. Roxy Louw sharing her My Money stories.
And what would you think if I said Luni Gallery? What do you think is at the Luni Gallery?
I have no idea.
Well, it's a creative space that offers young, upcoming artists the space to express themselves, and we'll be talking all about that right after these.
Drop it slightly, please. 1, 2, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Greg.
Expresso on SABC3. Thank you for choosing to start your Wednesday morning with us. Now, it's been a lifelong dream of renowned chef and restaurateur Seelan Sandhu to open a gallery space that would express his love and his passion for art. Well, this dream has finally come true with the Luni Art Gallery that is opening its doors in Cape Town tomorrow. And he's joined by endorser of the gallery, Chief Mandla Mandela, as well as one of the artists exhibiting tomorrow, Thembalihle Ngesi. Thank you very much for joining us so early in the morning, gentlemen, and welcome to you. I'm going to start off with you first, Seelan, from your passion for art to the realization of the Luni Art Gallery now. Tell me about that journey and how it all came about.
Well, the journey started at a very young age. Always used to be an admin sort of artist. I used to love drawing. I always used to be in the dream world, and and then it sort of, after the years went by, I decided to get involved in the restaurant industry, and basically, I've got my whole life got consumed in the restaurant industry because it takes a lot of time. So I think I've been settled down a little bit now, and for the last 6 months I've been playing with the idea of opening this gallery, but mostly for space for the community and to get artists involved, mostly from the Cape Flats, and to try and, because there's a lot of talent there that's just been wasted. So I want to bring them in, nurture them, give them the instruments to use at the gallery, because we have a free, we got Wi-Fi, we got art books, we got a little library, we got a cafe, so it makes the artist space very sort of comfortable for them. And I want the community to get involved as well.
All right. And Chief Mandela, of course, you're a man of extraordinary influence. So why was it so important for you to endorse and to help facilitate this space where young artists could essentially express themselves?
Well, for us as the Mandela royal family, we come from a humble home with humble beginnings in Mvezo Komkhulu. And my grandfather, having been born there in a village similar to that, Thembalihle comes from in Tolomqa, which is located outside East London. We felt that, Matiba was able to turn his life around and not only change South Africa, but he became a global icon. So we want to lend the Mandela legacy to young people and inspire them that they can change their ways and they can be able to go beyond their boundaries. So this gave us an opportunity to engage through Luni Gallery with young talent and be able to reach out to them to say, Thembalihle, you can take your work beyond just Cape Town, beyond South Africa. Look into Africa, look into the global community. And I think us coming in is to try and say, South Africa has got talent, South Africa has got something it can showcase to the world, and it's to try and ensure that we foster those relations abroad for them.
Yeah. Thembalihle, I see you nodding your head.
Man, I feel good.
I was about to ask, how do you feel hearing that from Chief Mandela?
First of all, it's an honor. Not just that, I feel humble in a sense that I hope that it actually doesn't go to my head. I hope it keeps me grounded in a way that I can actually be submissive to this force and actually reveal something really authentic and really South African. So the only thing that I can do is not only show gratitude, but keep on doing it each and every second, my brother. Like, live art, be art, sweat art, and become art.
I love it. I love it. Dude, and I hope that all of the artists that will be involved that have this opportunity to be endorsed by such, like I said, extraordinary powers of influence will have that exact same kind of attitude. And so what is the bigger goal with this? Where would you like to see the Luni Art Gallery growing, let's say, within the next 5-10 years? Luni, maybe, let me ask you, Seelan.
Well, for me, in the next 10 years, I would like to have a collection of artists as well to support the gallery and then go forward. But we want to go forward into South Africa and into the rest of the world, and showcase all our local talent and emerging artists.
And Chief Mandela, was your grandfather a lover of art? Did he have an affinity towards art?
Yeah, my grandfather, from his own drawings, which are simple and very basic, that he did out of Robben Island. He also did work with the 2010 Africa Salute You initiative. If you know, we did some paintings with an artist called Athol Molt. So he endorsed those paintings, and I think he's always tried to reach out to every aspects of life and also try to ensure that he contributed and in inspiring people. And I think for us, this initiative is just to say that we as South Africans, our story is broad, you know, and we need to tap to each and every fiber out there so that we can be able to take our products out into Africa and into the global community. One thing that often saddens us is when you go out into the markets, you find a lot of African arts and crafts in our space, and we don't really discover South African talent, and we like to try and give them exposure and ensure that they are also able to be competitive and be able to take a stand and get out into the world.
Absolutely fantastic. So thank you so much for lending your talents, your passion, of course, your voice to, I think, this very, very worthy initiative that will be so encouraging to South African artists out there. So if you'd like to find out more, show your interest, show your support for the Luni Gallery, you can visit their website, www.lunigallerysaltriver.co.za.
So right now we continue with #MyMoneyStory on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This morning we are joined by a very special guest. She's a surfer, she's a model, an actress, a nutritional therapist, a yoga instructor. Roxy Louw joins us, and Grant is here to give us some very valuable advice when it comes to her money. Roxy, once again, for those people that just tuned in, welcome. Lovely to have you. Just to reiterate your story that you've shared earlier on, very interesting the way you kind of your first memory with money with regards to what you've done as a child, selling fudge.
Yeah, well, baking was always my thing, and I loved cooking, and I think I still spend my downtime actually in the kitchen.
Oh, nice.
It's just on a healthier, there's no sugar.
I love it now that the thing that enabled her to travel back then, she's completely against right now.
Exactly, but it's the same. It's the same passion and drive that's taken me to where I am.
It's the same passion and drive. I like that. What are some of the questions that you are still asking at this point in your career with regards to money and finances?
I've always kind of done everything on my own budget, which is quite interesting. I've never gone into investments, so I was wondering, you know, what is the advantages of having an investment or an investor in a company or in a starting business? Or is it better to go by your own pocket?
Okay.
Good question.
Okay, so just to clarify that, so is it better to get someone to invest into a company, like, for example, a yoga studio, or should you do it yourself? Okay, well, there's a new philosophy out there. It's called bootstrapping. So basically what it is, and I think you're going to enjoy this, is it's growing your business organically.
Okay.
So basically, you go and grow it as much as you can grow it, and then when you get to a point where you get stuck and you need a capital injection, you then decide, are you going to keep it at that level until you save up enough, or do you get an investor to buy into the philosophy and to put in the capital injection? So the bottom line is, when you get to that point, it's just choosing the right person, because in the previous segment you spoke about not having business with friends or mixing those two. So it's the same thing there. Like, who do you have as a partner in your baby, you know, to go forward?
Interesting. No, I've always, that's always been an interesting thing. And I think with marketing these days, you know, you can kind of do your own social media marketing. You don't need that injection to put billboards up on the posters anymore.
Totally,
so it's quite an interesting, I've been, you know, toying with this.
Yeah, we live in a totally different
it's a different world,
Look, there's always the saying, you know, if you want something done, do it yourself. You know, that's kind of the attitude I think that a lot of people are taking. But I mean, in some certain instances, I'm sure that it could be healthy to kind of invest in a business if, like you're saying, if your values and your morals are on par with what you are getting yourself into.
And it's also make sure you don't give away too much equity that you have no longer any control over it. So you want to always have that decision-making power, and then it's just finding the right person to obviously go along on that journey with you. I mean, for example, if you're wanting to start a beautiful yoga studio and it's here on the Sea Point Promenade, and to find a place is going to cost you a couple of $1,000, but you know you can fill it, then it's a no-brainer doing it yourself. But if you got an opportunity to buy a place and you don't have the capital and you know it's a no-brainer to do it, then it might be worth your while to get someone to help you buy the place, and then you figure out a percentage of ownership and all that sort of stuff.
Okay, interesting.
Well, I hope that helped you this morning.
Yes, very much. Yeah, really interesting.
Cool.
So
organic growth, Bootstrapping.
Bootstrapping. I won't forget that one.
Yeah, there
Sounds like something that Captain Jack Sparrow would say, dude.
Well,
bootstrapping.
It comes back from the bootlegging days.
You see now. Listen, all the best for you, Roxy. Thank you so much for joining us. Awesome. Where are you off to next?
At this moment, I'm here for the next month, so I'm in South Africa.
So when are we going to have a yoga session?
let me know. I'll come in. I'll make you guys smoothies if you want.
Done. Smoothies
Healthy
and yoga.
food and yoga.
Love it.
Why not?
Who
Tip
knew
of
we'll
the
get
day.
that?
There you go.
Love it. Thank you so much, guys. And that's a wrap for your hashtag My Money Story right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll do it all over again next week with yet another South African personality learning about their relationship with money and finances.
Oh, some wise words there. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. When it comes to traveling and technology, we love them both. So how about an app that makes traveling easier? And then we are joined here by Mr. William Booth. We're going to get an update on the Henry van Breda case. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break.
When you feed your cat's health, you also feed her happiness. And wonderful things can happen. Like she's able to go from 0 to playful pouncing. And her soft purrs increase until you're both curled up with satisfaction. Because you're feeding the clinically proven nutrition of Hill's Science Plan, precisely prepared with top quality ingredients. After all, when she's healthier, she's happier. And you'll see it from her head to her tail. Give your cat the science of happy, found in the brand recommended by vets worldwide.
Calm it down. First, I'm doing social media ad break. 5, 4, 3.
Well, it's time for us to head over to social media. It is Hump Day, and it seems to be Hunk Day because our two hunks, of course, the battle of the Superman versus the Batman mug. We want to know which one of these 3 drinks gets you through your, the first couple of days of the week. Is it coffee? Is it tea? Or is it hot chocolate? Let's see what you had to say on the social media. Gaynor says, good morning all. I have to admit, mixing coffee with hot chocolate helped me to start my day. Yum. Also, Nikki says, good morning, fam. Coffee, especially in the morning. Won't mind a coffee hamper from you guys. Oh, you know what? Everybody's getting one. Just kidding. Erin says, hot chocolate for sure. It's one of my absolute favorites. I definitely think it helps me get through the day. It's just really good. Happy Wednesday, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. And then let's go down more. One more. I saw some really, really good ones. Let's see. Innocent says, V says, hot chocolate, but with lots of cream for me. Now, this is my kind of person. What a decadent start to the morning. Why don't you let us know which is your favorite, coffee, tea, or hot chocolate?
Thank you, Lily. Cameras 2, 3, fashion lounge. No. Your mother.
Your mother. Niemand los my uit. He's saying no. He's saying no.
Action's funny, but that's my way of coping.
Flap over. Give me a mic check, please. You can just say testing 1, 2, 3. This is
Testing.
Pia, mic 7.
Pia, mic 7.
Cool. I'm chatting you.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
So Dumela, we Namo Expresso on SABC3 as we welcome into the studio criminal defense lawyer and chair of the Law Society of SA Criminal Law Committee, Mr. William Booth, to speak about possibly one of the biggest South African criminal court cases of our time, that of Henry van Breda, that's been all over headlines. And I was asking you earlier on, William, whether it's an open and shut case, as most people might think. And you said no case is open and shut. But let's quickly talk about the comments that the defence has made with regards to this phone call, which seems to be one of the most pivotal points of evidence.
Yes, absolutely. I think just to answer your first, or reply to your first comment, no case is just open and shut.
Yeah.
Depends how the witnesses fare in the trial, and obviously depends on the defence and what witnesses they call. And again, don't ever forget that it's all about the state having to prove its case, not the defence having to establish anything, really.
Yeah.
If there's doubt, well, an accused must be acquitted.
Yeah.
Phone call relating to certain reaction and during that phone call, or the way somebody speaks during a phone call. I don't think one must make the most damning inference from somebody and how that person reacts when he makes a phone call after a particular incident. You know, the allegation is that there was a giggle, that he was calm. Again, people react differently after a particular event. This was obviously horrific. So the way somebody responds, the way somebody talks, their condition, let's say, after event, one must be very careful to draw the ultimate inference, and that is, well, he must be guilty because he giggled. I think there's talk that somebody, he might have had some sort of a speech issue.
Okay.
I think during the trial, the judge even mentioned, well, he couldn't really hear the giggle. And again, was it really a giggle, or was it just a nervous reaction to what had taken place? He might have been in a panic situation. So one has to be very careful in regarding that evidence on its own as damning. And again, he might be able to justify why he reacted like that.
Okay. There's also another piece of evidence that's contradicting Henry's statement, and that is of hair found in Mandla's hand, assumed to be that of her attacker. What did they have to say about that?
Well, I think photographs were also shown in court about the length of Van Breda's hair, and that it couldn't have been as a result of Mandla grabbing the hair during a potential struggle, that the hair could have been placed on in another way. I mean, hair on a towel might then be transferred to her. There's all different ways as to how, you know, potential evidence, incriminating evidence, may be explained. So, you know, I think the defence in respect of the hair seems to have made a very good point.
Yeah.
That, you know, his hair was so short, therefore you couldn't have grabbed it out, as it were.
Yeah, and let's talk about the person who's currently on the stand, Dr. Marianne Tiemensma, who is the expert forensic pathologist and clinical forensic scientist that's working on the case. And the fact that she is being put on the stand to testify while not being the same person who put forth the first report about the case and the circumstances surrounding it. So does it matter, the person that's testifying versus the person who wrote the report? How does that contribute towards the case?
Well, I think it is a very important factor. Because the person who has done the examination and has drawn up the report is the person who should be testifying about that. Yes, you can be asked to comment on somebody else's opinion.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, opinion evidence must be of the highest order. And often in cases, there's been a lot of criticism about how certain experts have presented their evidence. In other words, it's not really objective. An expert must be objective. An expert is called to assist the court, not to put forward a particular view on behalf of either the state or the defence. So I think as far as accepting the evidence and somebody testifying about somebody else's deductions, I think the court has to be pretty cautious before accepting that evidence as being so important that deductions can be drawn from it as to the issue of the wounds. The state is saying these wounds were self-inflicted. In other words, that Henry was trying to make out as if he'd been attacked as well. And this is a made-up story about the intruder attacking the family. So the defence is obviously tackling that and saying these are not self-inflicted. These were wounds caused by the attacker. So the court has to be very cautious in all of this determination, and the defence might present evidence to counter this evidence later on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I feel like we can have another hour discussing and unpacking the Van Breda case. Henry Booth, thank you so much. Oh, William Booth. I'm sorry, I'm mixing the names here, thinking of Henry Van Breda. My apologies. Mr. William Booth, thank you so much for today and unpacking and giving us insight into what's currently going on at the Henry Van Breda case.
So right now, let's do a bit of traveling on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, they say if you want to really be happy, stop buying things and travel instead. Now, we all dream of being spontaneous, packing your bags and travel to see the wonders of the world. But often the process of flight booking can prevent you from living life to the fullest. Now, Travelstart is here to give you the push you need in the right direction with the innovative and on-the-go flapp, how they call it. Now, this morning we are joined by product manager Pia Spratley to chat about how Travelstart is putting the app in happiness. I love that. Pia, thank you very much for joining us this morning. This is very exciting. I mean, we all love apps. We use it every single day. It's on our smartphones. It's out there. But let's talk about this one, the Travelstart flapp. All right. So how exactly does it put a travel agent in your back pocket and literally the world at your fingertips?
So it's pretty much what you said. We all have a very close relationship with our phones. So this also gives companies like ourselves to give a much more personal approach to how we actually do business. So with flapp, we're trying to do all the services that a travel agent would typically do, and that we also do with our website, but on your phone, at your fingertips, at any time, everywhere. So it makes it very easy for you to plan your travel, to book your travel, and also to manage whatever bookings you already have from before. Excellent. So everything you would typically go to a travel agent and do, you can actually just do from your phone.
Oh, you could do it at your favorite coffee shop, just sipping a cup of coffee, which is amazing as well. Now, apps are really out there to make our lives easier, and it definitely sounds that with regards to travel, this app will really make your life a little bit easier. So take us through the process, from downloading it to the flight booking process. How easy is that?
So flapp is available for free on iOS and Android devices. And it's as soon as you download it, it's pretty much ready to use. You can open the app and immediately you can start searching for your routes. You can start seeing how much will it cost to actually go to Indonesia, or how long will I actually, what time do I have to go to Joburg for that meeting. You can book immediately. And flapp is also there for people who've booked before on Travelstart, maybe just want to manage their booking. So you can just log into your account and do it all from there.
Very easy. I absolutely love it. Man, this is just bringing you that one step closer to your dream. So let's talk about some of the key features of the apps. I mean, some of the routes that you can book. I mean, I presume you can book pretty much a flight anywhere in the world.
You can book a flight anywhere. If you find a route that you can't, please let us know. So we'll sort it out and make sure we can get it for you too. But a lot of the key features are actually around the planning of the travel and also the managing of the travel. So around planning, we've got a pretty cool feature, which is to search for flights within plus or minus 3 days of your preferred dates. So this really helps people to understand, am I finding the cheapest flight that I can get? Also the fastest one. So I'm originally looking to fly on the 24th of May, but maybe if I go on the 27th, I'm going to get a faster flight for even cheaper. So that's a pretty cool thing that we're doing. We also have a flapp bot. So this is a chat functionality that you can actually interact with the app, so that it can help you find what you actually need inside the app, whether it's to help you book a flight or to find your booking because you forgot to ask for the invoice and now you need for the invoice, or just to see if you're already able to check into your app. So again, that's pushing a lot more on the managing the travel side. And then specifically on the managing travel side, we really know how much of a struggle sometimes it is for customers to reach the airline, or for people who don't usually travel so much to understand when can I check in, how can I check in. So we try to streamline all those processes.
I love that. Pia, thank you very much. We are going to be back with you a little bit later on, but I love the fact that traveling really becomes easier now and it takes the stress out of the whole booking process. I love that. Thank you very much. We'll chat to you a little bit later on this morning. Now go ahead and download Travelstart's flapp app and book your flight online right now. So by mixing a cocktail of professionalism, excellent customer service and attention to detail with added online convenience and efficiency, Travelstart definitely won't let you down.
It would be my guitar.
A little bit of local knowledge. A sunblock, of course.
And my husband.
Well, here is a question for you. Are you ready? All right. What do style gurus, music makers, and award-winning foodies all have in common? I'll tell you. They all have hustled for their passion, made it their lives work, and now do what they do best while living their best lives. And for those who don't know, Nedbank is celebrating 10 years of the Nedbank Cup this year, and in celebration, they're hosting something super cool and super new. They're hosting the Passion playoffs.
Nice, it sounds interesting.
That's
Now
amazing.
listen, the Nedbank Passion Playoffs is a knockout tournament where all of your favorite passions represented by your favorite celebrities will battle it out on Facebook Live every Wednesday starting the 31st of May. Now each celebrity will have to complete a mystery challenge in 10 minutes, and the one who receives the most likes or hearts from you will be the winner of the match and progress to the next round.
So exciting. But of course, you have a chance to win too. Now, you need to back your favorite passion and your favorite celeb every week. And you could stand a chance to join your celeb for a VIP experience at the Nedbank Cup Finals in Durban.
This is so cool. I love this. But head over to Nedbank's Facebook page today at 10 a.m. sharp, because Nedbank will be doing a live draw to determine which celebs will be going head-to-head in the first round of quarter-finals. So make sure to watch and catch all of the action.
Oh, well, listen, we're going to take a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast show. When we get back, we'll take a look at the 5FM Top 30 Charts show with Nick Hammond.
Absolutely. And then we talk ultimate convenience for your traveling experiences out there. Imagine having a travel agent in your pocket.
Must be a big pocket. Yeah.
No, you know that's just the phrase, right?
Yeah.
Get this whisker-friendly bowl free when you purchase selected bags of Hill's cat food.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Lekker, lekker, lekker. Welkom terug. Het is een woensdagochtend en jy is ingeskakel op jou goed voel ontbytprogramma Expresso net hier op SABC. Lekker om saam te kuier hoor. Let's quickly take a look at what's happening in the entertainment world right now, checking out the international scene.
The international scene, of course, we know on the international scene, very, very sad news about the unfortunate attack on the Ariana Grande concert in Manchester. It made headlines yesterday and sent shockwaves through all of Hollywood as well. Now, shortly after the attack, Ariana expressed shock in a tweet where she referred to herself as broken after the tragedy. Other young Hollywood celebs have added their voices as well, with Lorde saying that every musician feels responsible for the attack. Nicki Minaj, who's been on several tracks with Ariana, tweeted support for her and the victims as well. And then, of course, celebs sending well wishes includes the likes of Selena Gomez, Harry Styles and Cher. Ariana has since suspended her tour until further notice. Something that still gives me goosebumps when I think about it. Absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, and still sending all of our prayers and condolences to all those affected. affected by this tragedy.
Absolutely. Now, it seems like the feud between Taylor Swift may be ending as if Taylor takes up with Katie's challenge. Now, in a recent interview, when Katie was asked about the beef between her and Tay-Tay, she replied, honestly, it's really like she started it and it's time for her to finish it. Katie was, of course, referring to Taylor's song Bad Blood, which featured all of Taylor's other friends, and that was directed at Katie. Katie has since released a diss track to Taylor called Swish Swish, which in a nutshell calls Taylor out for being fake. I guess it's safe to say that this beef is still sizzling. And I think in the wake of what happened yesterday, when you think about it, it's actually like, can we just bury the hatchet? Kind of get over
There's
it.
a lot more important things
pointless
to celebrate in life, and just let's be friends. Can we be friends?
Let's be friends. The world has enough beef and hatred and misery. Like, if we can all just respect one another and love one another, the world would be a better place.
Too much beef will give you gout, so it's...
Really?
Yeah, that's where, don't you know? If you eat too much red meat.
Oh, now you tell me. I love red meat.
Anyway, let's continue on with your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning. Ewan?
Thanks, guys. So listen, if you've missed out on our last movie ticket giveaway, not to worry, because we have more Expresso New Metro Movie Club tickets up for grabs. Now, this time, we're giving away double tickets to see Pirates of the Caribbean: Saladar's Revenge in New Metro's multi-sensory 4DX cinemas, which means you'll get to immerse yourself in the pirate life like never before. So you can enjoy all this new adventure in New Metro's 4DX cinemas at the V&A Waterfront, Hyde Park Corner, Menden Park, or the Pavilion from the 26th of May. And how do you enter, you ask? Well, very easy. It's all you need to do is SMS the keyword pirates, your name and city to 40675, and you could be a winner. Remember, you need to add the city in which you are able to watch the screening. So don't miss out on experiencing Captain Jack Sparrow and his mates with mind-blowing 4DX power.
Find the best entertainment at New Metro Cinemas. It's your scene.
Well, it's now time for us to turn our attention to the 5FM Top 30 Local Chart Show, where No Method cemented their #1 position for the last 3 weeks. But Sweet Resistance entered into the top 3. Can they make it to #1? Well, here's Nick Hammond to tell us more.
Hey, what's up? It's Nick Hammond back with another recap of the SA Top 30, the chart show based on your votes on the 5FM app. And like we do every week, let's begin with brand new entries onto the charts. This week at number 29, it's Younger and Gemini Major with Wagga. And coming in at number 28 this week, my second new entry pick, it's from Trezor, who's got brand new music out debuting every day on 5FM. This one called Remedy.
You my remedy, my overdose, you got a piece of me.
It's time to check out my mover and shaker picks for the week, and as per usual, I went with a re-entry at number 26. This is from Short Straw off their Those Meddling Kids project. The track is called Bowsy. My second mover and shaker pick this week, also a re-entry onto the charts. At number 25, it's Ross Jack with Fear the Rush.
And I will walk upon the ceiling of limitations and the floors. Don't fear the rush.
Now it's time to check out the top 10 biggest songs in music for this past weekend, and making a massive jump from number 25 to number 10, it's Timothy DeMonk with Every Day.
She tells me every day that she's not alone, and she gives me highs and she gives me lows.
At number 9 this week on the charts, it's Sutherland with Closer.
Wanna come a little closer. We get so high when we get low.
Taking its spot firmly at number 8, coming off the indie charts, it's Edison Tide with Sea Lion. Jumping all the way from number 12 to number 7 in just 1 week, it's Snapback with Kimasabi. The track is called Other Side. Dropping down from last week's number 5 to this week's number 6, he's doing big things on the international DJ community from South Africa. He's Strip Tech with Turn Me On.
Hey guys, we are Strip Tech, South African dance music producers out of Durban. My name is Victor.
Hey guys, my name is Darren. We just want to say thank you to everybody who voted for our track, Turn Me On.
This week at number 5, and it's up from number 7 the week before, it's IV4 with Downtown Bound. Coming in at number 4, solidly still within the top 5, it's Mark Stent and Basil Gray with Deep End.
'Cause I'm too deep in this now. 'cause I'm so deep in this now.
This week's number 3 was a former number 1 from New Hero and Chasing Hurricanes.
Why are we always chasing hurricanes? Let's start over. It's not the end, and I told ya.
At number 2 this week, losing its number 1 spot from the previous 2 weeks, it's No Method and Let Me Go. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to catch me, Nick Hammond, Monday to Friday, 9 to 12 on Hammond Time. And of course, every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to find out who takes the number 1 spot on the SA Top 30. Speaking of which, this past weekend, it went to The Sweet Resistance and Captain.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nick Hammond. Some great music from our local artists right there. But right now we are talking travel once again, and travel agents. All right, seriously, who needs a travel agent when you have a phone that's fully capable of planning your trip? Now, planning a trip can be a pain and stressful as well, but you can have all of the necessary tools in your back pocket with Travelstart's Flapp app to make your vacation a breeze. Now, we are still with the delightful Pia to talk more about the fun app that makes booking and flight easier and faster than ever before, bringing the best travel deals directly to your phone. And before we chat, Pia, it is her birthday today. Can we just have a happy birthday? Yes. That's it. Welcome to the Feel Good family, Pia. Lovely. This is very exciting. We spoke about the Flapp app a little bit earlier on, the flight app. I love the flight references, the flap of an airplane's wing, whatever the case may be. But I think the most frustrating thing when downloading an app is the fact that it's not compatible with your phone, all right? What do you offer in terms of Flapp?
Yeah, so we're available on iOS and Android, but more than anything, we know that booking a flight, regardless if you're booking with an agent or on a website, is a daunting experience, right? So you need, it's quite a lot of money you're parting with. You need to make sure that all the dates are right, or you're actually getting the best deal. Doing that on a device that's sized like a top deck bar of chocolate is even more daunting. Yeah. So we always design Flapp to make sure we're catering for all the different screen sizes, especially the ones that our customers are using the most. So we use a lot of data to understand that, but also to understand that not all our users have the fancy big new phones and that they have the fancy new operating systems also. So we make sure we cater for all of that to make sure that all the other troubles you have when you're booking travel that's making it a stressful experience because there's so many things involved. You don't have to worry about actually what's the software that you're using because we take care of that part.
So you guys take care, and this is what I appreciate from Travelstart. You know, just in personal experience as well, booking flights. You know, it's very easy using the website as well, and this is what you guys are putting into the app as well. A lot of work, a lot of research as well to make the process very, very easy for anyone. But we do know that there's millions of apps out there, you know, and so much apps get designed every single day. Yeah. But what will make Flapp stand out? What makes a difference in terms of traveling?
Yeah, in the travel industry, definitely the element of comparison is very important. So you're never just going to, you know, open an app and book a flight. You're going to check who's the best airline, what's the best prices, what's the best time to travel. So we cover that. The element of comparison, again, is extremely important. So you can compare all the different airlines in one go, see what's the best option for you, save those options for later, and then return to book. Okay. So that element of the planning is essential for us. And then also the managing your travel. Again, it's not always easy then when you maybe need to change your date. It's not always easy to get hold of an airline or to get back into the traffic to go and ask your travel agent to change things for you. We've streamlined all those processes in Flapp, so you can just log into your account and we can help you out.
Perfect. You know, we once again just making travel booking easier by getting everything into one screen, which I absolutely love. Just to end off with, and this is where you get to, you know, give yourselves a pat on the back. Why should people go out downloading Flapp specifically if they want to take care of their travel needs?
Yeah. So we do so much work under the hood. So pricing is extremely important, and we know the price is very important to customers too. It's actually cheaper most of the time to book on Flapp. So I would really tell everyone to go and check that out. And it's just, they'll never want anything else.
Oh, you got me excited, man. You got me excited. I'm going to go download that right now and, you know, start looking at my next vacation. Okay, cool. But also enjoy the rest of your birthday. Thank you very much for spending the morning with us. Really appreciate it. And continue the good work that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Lovely. So make sure you go download Travelstart's Flapp app and book your flight online right now by mixing a cocktail of professionalism, excellent customer service and attention to detail with added online convenience and efficiency. Travelstart definitely won't let you down.
Book on Travelstart. We will turn your guilt trips into good trips.
We'll talk about the music that is certainly making our Wednesday morning. Bad Peter is in the house, and in my hands I hold the 2015 EP called Let Go. We enjoyed a song, Faithful Lover, from this offering a little earlier on. Great song, guys. What a way to start the day, man.
Thanks, Günther.
I still got it ringing in the back of my mind. Like, Faithful Lover. It's all there. It's all there. So you guys are from Pretoria?
Yes,
right?
yeah,
And where did the whole Bad Peter journey start?
The whole Bad Peter journey. Yes,
Yeah.
we met one another already the year after school.
Yeah.
And at a
Was it like
performing arts
last year?
company. No. Unfortunately not. Who wish you could say that? But yeah, we've actually known one another for a few years.
Yeah, about 10 years now. Yeah.
But we only started this 3 years ago. Yeah, because we were playing on our own and still trying to study this and trying to do that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Eventually we just like, no, let's
And then
just
you
do
get
this.
together and
Can't
you're
do
like,
any other
guys,
jobs.
yeah, I mean, my name is Pierre, your name is Alvin, but what's Peter got to do with it? So where did this Bad Peter name come from?
So our name comes from Pierre's surname is Badenhorst. That's where the bad comes from. And my second name is Petrus. So Bad Peter.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Bad Petrus.
And when you got together, what were you thinking? What was the big dream? I was saying to Leanne earlier on that you guys sound like James Morrison and James Bay got together in a band and you guys just
Yes, thank you.
butt out there. What was the dream, man?
Yes, well, initially the dream, we had no idea. We just started making music together. We played covers the whole time in pubs and we were like, eventually from there we were like, let's start writing our own music, you know.
Yeah.
We just don't want to just play covers, and from there on it sort of evolved.
We love playing live, and I think
clearly see
we love
it.
jamming,
Yeah.
you know. And so I think, yeah, we built this whole thing basically on that one thing.
And how's the audiences all around that you performed for? How have they reacted to the music? I mean, just by us standing in here and seeing you perform, you already get that jammy feeling. You want to be on stage with you. How have the audiences been reacting?
No, we can, they've been reacting well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can't complain, yes.
Yeah, there's obviously a broad spectrum. Sometimes it sucks a little, but other times it's freaking awesome.
So what are you talking, like triple platinum already?
No, we wish we could say that, but
Not quite
unfortunately
there yet. But then, of course, when it comes to, you know, when you go from writing or performing covers to writing your own music, where do the influences come from? We heard Faithful Lover earlier on. What was the inspiration behind that song?
Faithful Lover, that's basically like a song about a one-night stand disguised as a love song-ish.
Whoa! Where's my coffee? That went 0 to 100 real quick.
But no, we're stand-up guys, we're nice guys, you know, one-night stands and stuff the whole time.
What, do you have girlfriends?
Yes, we have girlfriends.
And you are faithful lovers. I'm looking at this as well.
Yes.
Month of May is also, I mean, we are in the month of May right now. What's that song about?
That song is about I was really not nice to my girlfriend in May. And then I was driving around in the car thinking of how I'm going to apologize to her. And then the lyric of that song just popped into my head. I was real to you in the month of May.
Okay,
Yes,
all right,
yes,
man.
yes.
So some really heartfelt stuff right now. I can only imagine on this river, a lot of tears, brother, that night when you guys were just like all like, oh, so emotional, and then let go. Beautiful stuff. Are you guys working on new material right now? Are you collaborating with anyone?
Yeah, we're actually in studio right now, Belleville Studios with Theo Cross, and yeah, we're recording 6 new tunes, hopefully releasing at the beginning of September. So yeah,
Fantastic.
very excited.
And in the meantime, I know you guys have a couple of performances coming up. Where can we catch you?
Well, this Saturday we are at Café Roux in Short Market Street here in Cape Town.
Cool.
And also...
Sunday it's Balboa Balcony Bar in Stellenbosch.
Excellent stuff. And of course, if we want to keep up with you guys, we can catch up with you at Bad Peter Band all across social media.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, I put up some videos on my Instagram as well. These guys are absolutely amazing. Stay tuned for more music from them on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We'll be right back after this break.
Struggle with commitment? Before trying anywhere else, book on Travelstart. We will turn your guilt trips into good trips. Book flights from 499 Rand, only on travelstart.co.za.
1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2.
No, it's basically I just. You good? Bye, donkey.
Oh.
No, it's basically I just about building a life. Somebody guard the door. All that cliche things. 9, 8, 7, 6.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we welcome you back to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, on SABC3. About to enjoy some music from Bad Peter. These two guys over here sharing music from their EP called Let Go. Here they are with On This River.
Don't you fear, the wolves are gone now. Don't lose heart, we're almost there now. Breathe in slow, dig your toes into the sand, put your hand into my hand, keep your eyes on me. And don't look back, the water's warm inviting you and I, youthful souls igniting free your mind to every possibility. You lose your worrying about me, won't you come along? I wanna feel the cold, cold water with you. Feel the water under green skies of big old trees, where the leaves, yeah, the leaves will whisper to the nearest listener. Build your house on this river, on this river. Sudden stops might find us a way to someday make a few dimes and leave our footprints on the sands of time. I wanna feel the cold, cold water with you. Feel the water under green skies of big old trees, where the leaves, yeah, the leaves will whisper to the nearest listener. Build your house on this river. I wanna feel the cold, cold water with you. Feel the water under green skies of big old trees, where the leaves, yeah, the leaves will whisper to the nearest listener. Build your house on this river, on this river. Fear, the wolves are gone now. Don't lose heart, we're almost there now. Breathe in slow, dig your toes into the sand, put your hand into my hand, keep your eyes on me. 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 I wanna feel the cold, cold water with you. Feel the water under green skies of big old trees, where the leaves, yeah, the leaves will whisper to the nearest listener. Build your house on this river. I wanna feel the cold, cold water with you. Feel the water under green skies of big old trees, where the leaves, yeah, the leaves will whisper to the nearest listener. Build your house on this river, on this river.
Bad Peter Peter! On your Feel Good Breakfast show. These guys are so amazing. The vibe in studio is absolutely great, and I'm sure that you're enjoying it at home as well. Check them out at Cafe Rue on Saturday, the 27th of May. That's coming up now. And on the 3rd of June, that's also Saturday, you can catch them at Benoni.
Yes, Benoni. Green Craft Beer Fest.
At that festival.
Yes.
All right, let us know what you think about that performance on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. In the meantime, here are the latest news headlines.
En die nasionale nuuswerknemers van die Passasierspooragentskap van Suid-Afrika, PRASA, het 'n landwyse staking afgestel nadat vakbonde 'n ooreenkoms met die instelling bereik het. Die bekendmaking volg nadat die Suid-Afrikaanse Vervoer en Verwante Werkersvakbond, SETAO, as ook die Verenigde Nasionale Vervoervakbond, UNTO, bereid was om op te hou werk ter ondersteuning van PRASA werknemers se aandrang van 'n loonverhoging van 10%. PRASA het aanvanklik net 'n 7% verhoging aangebied, maar het opblaas tot 8%, sowel as verbeterde werksekuriteit ingestem. Omvangryke beerdkrag kan moontlik reeds aanstaande week Zimbabwe se voorland wees, omrede die land nagelaat het om die uitstaande skuld van $80 miljoen aan die Suid-Afrikaanse kragvoorsiener Eskom te betaal. Die staatsbeheerde Zimbabwe Electricity Supply Authority was nie in staat om uitvoering te gee aan die terugbetalingsplan waarop vroeër vanjaar met Eskom ooreengekom is nie. ZISA se woordverteenwoordiger Josh Chifamba sê koersagtige pogings word aangewend om die betalingssperdatum van 31 Mei te eerbiedig. Op die internasionale front, die akteur Sir Roger Moore, veral bekend vir sy rolle as spioen James Bond, is in die rype ouderdom van 89 jaar oorlede. Sy gesin het die nuus op Twitter bevestig en gesê hy is na 'n kortstondige maar dapper stryd teen kanker oorlede. Sir Roger het James Bond in 7 rolprente vertolk, insluitende Live and Let Die en The Spy Who Loved Me. Hy is in Switserland oorlede en die ter aarde bestelling sal ingevolge sy wense in Monaco plaasvind. En dan ten slotte, die terreurgroep ISIS het verantwoordelikheid aanvaar vir die bomaanval by 'n konsert van Ariana Grande in Manchester wat 22 mense gedood en talle ander beseer het. Die aanval is wêreldwyd verdoem en die Britse eerste minister Theresa May het daarna verwys as sinneloos. Sy sê die onskuldige jeug is geteiken. Gewapende polisielede het 'n 23-jarige man in Chorlton, Suid-Manchester in hegtenis geneem. Die soektog na vermiste konsertgangers duur onverpoost voort. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Here's a final look at what's happening in the world of sport.
Well, let's begin our coverage with a bit of rugby news. The Springbok squad announcement for the upcoming Test series against France took place yesterday, which saw Warren Whiteley named as the new Springbok captain. Taking over from Adrian Strauss, who retired at the end of the 2016 season, Whiteley becomes the 58th player to captain the national side. Now, the Springboks' first outing of the season sees them taking on France in a 3-match Test series starting on the 10th of June. In cricketing news, the Proteas return to international action today as they take on England in the first game of their 3 with New Zealand in their last ODI outing, which propelled the Proteas to the #1 spot on the ODI rankings. The first match gets underway this afternoon at Headingley Oval at 3 p.m. Looking at football, SuperSport United beat CF Monana by 5-3 in the CAF Confederations Cup last night, moving them up to first place in Group D. The result takes Matsatsanza to 4 points from 2 matches, 1 point ahead of second-placed TP Mazembe. The day's other game sees Platinum Stars slump to a disappointing result, losing 4-2 to Swaziland's Mbabane Swallows. And finally, South Africa will look to bounce back from a first-round defeat when they take on Italy in the Under-20 FIFA World Cup today. Amajita narrowly lost to Japan by 2-1 on Sunday, leaving South Africa at the bottom of Group D with no points. Today's other Under-21 World Cup fixtures see Zambia taking on Iran, Portugal tackle Costa Rica, while Japan come up against Uruguay. And that's a wrap-up of the sports news.
Wel, kom ons kyk vir oulaas na jou verkeer. Ons begin in Gauteng en Bedfordview. Op die N12 en die R24 hoofweg weswaarts is daar stilstaande voertuig net voor die Kalulies wisselaar, so jy kan vertragings verwag in albei rigtings. And if you're in Cape Town and Tableview, traffic is slow moving on the R27 highway southbound. It's from Blauberg Road heading towards Racecourse Road, and then traffic picks up again between Broad Road and the N1 highway. That's a wrap of your traffic on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Kom ons kyk vinnig vir 'n laaste keer ken jy jou weer op jou goedvoel Woensdagoggend en dit lyk op meeste dele van die land lekker sonnige toestande kan verwag en gedeeltelik bewolkte toestande rondom die kusgebiede en bewolk vir Kaapstad vandag. Lekker koel oggendtemperature, maar dit sal styg na matige temperature reg oor Suid-Afrika. Polokwane begin op 9 grade minimum, dit styg na maksimum van 25 grade. Mbombela 12 en 'n warm 32 vandag. Pretoria begin op 7, dit styg na 23. Johannesburg 4-22. Mahikeng begin op 5 grade minimum en 'n maksimum van 25. Klerksdorp 'n koel 3 grade minimum en 'n matige 24. Kimberley begin op 6 grade, dit styg na 25. Koud in Bloemfontein 0 grade minimum vanoggend en 'n maksimum van 23. Richards Bay 16-30. Pietermaritzburg 7-27. Durban begin op 19, dit styg na 29. Mthatha 6-27. Oos-London 15-25. Cradock begin op 5 grade minimum en 'n maksimum van 26 grade. Port Elizabeth 13-21. George 12-21. Sutherland on 5 degrees minimum this morning and a maximum of 17. Cape Town 12-17. Worcester on 10 degrees minimum this morning and a maximum of 22. Springbok 7-24 and Uppington on 8 degrees minimum with a nice and warm 28 degrees later. And that's a wrap of your weather here in your Feel Good Breakfast Show for your Wednesday morning.
Alrighty, quickly taking a look at social media. Earlier on, we were playing Emoji Charades, of course, the game where we show you a couple of emojis, give you a few clues about these emojis, and ask you to guess what we're saying. So here we're talking about a movie, one word, these two symbols here indicate. We said that it's an American movie that is based, or drama based on a play by Terrell Alvin McCraney. Of course, we're talking about Moonlight that did so well at the Oscars. Let's see who got it right. So Gavin says, I wonder how many people didn't know the answer. They just got the answer from the previous comment. Well, did you? I don't know. That's why it also says Moonlight. Anyway, congratulations to you. Rihanna got it right, saying Moonlight. Twarelo also got it right. Congratulations. Let's see. Winnie says, good morning. I'm so well today, but I'm broke. Yo, I will have tea. Okay, enjoy the tea, yes. Brian also got it right, saying Moonlight here, and a whole bunch of you, including Kanya and Quentin. Just not Twilight, Moonlight. That's what we were looking for there. But do keep on interacting with us on social media, Twitter and Facebook. Of course, remember our hashtag is Expresso Show.
Yeah, that's right. Now, all your favorite celebrities, all your favorite passions, all the action. It's time to get ready for the Nedbank Passion Playoffs, the Facebook Live Knockout Tournament that's on everyone's lips at the moment.
Absolutely. Now, the Nedbank Passion Playoffs is a knockout tournament where all of your favorite passions, represented by your favorite celebrities, will battle it out on Facebook Live every Wednesday, starting on the 31st of May. Now, each celebrity will have to complete a mystery challenge in 1 minute.
Minutes.
In 10 minutes, yes, in 10
That's
minutes.
right.
And then the one who receives the most likes or hearts from you will be the winner of the match progress to the next round, of course.
Exactly. But of course, you have the chance to win too. All you need to do is back your favorite celeb every week, and you can stand a chance to join your celeb for a VIP experience at the Nedbank Cup Finals in Durban.
That's it. And to kick things off, Nedbank will be doing a live draw today at 10 a.m. to determine which celebs will be going head-to-head in the first round of the quarterfinals. So make sure you head to Nedbank's Facebook page at 10 a.m. and catch all of the action.
What's going on? Don't touch the oil.
I'm not touching it. It's just freaking me out a little.
Oil in the morning. All right, listen, there's still lots coming up on your Wednesday edition of your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
That's right. We're going to take a look at South Africa's booming market in health supplements. We'll talk about that after the break.
And then Laurence and Neill join us in the kitchen for one of my favorite segments of the week, where you call us on 083-913-3728 for the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Ting, ting, ting!
Looking pretty slender there, athlete.
No, guys, that is slender.
Yeah, buddy!
Well, we burnt our calories on the swim. How do you do it, Zoe?
Introducing Tropica Slender in a tall, slim bottle with no added sugar, less calories, and available in 4 twist flavors.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling!
That can only mean
it
one
is
thing.
that time of the week. Can you believe it? We're back again on your screens with the Culinary Hotline Bling! Ting, ting, ting! So, this morning, listen, what's better than having a private chef answering all your culinary hotline questions?
Having two.
Well, how about two of them? Exactly. You've got Neill Anthony and Laurence Swann here to answer all of your questions. And public service announcement, we've got a new number, okay? So call us on 021 430 9881. It's on your screen right about now. And before
your
we even,
number?
Yeah, you can call me. Yeah,
there you go.
Call me. But listen, before we even get into the questions that you asked, let's quickly just say a big congratulations to my man, Chef Neill Anthony. Brand new book. Come on, his first cookbook, guys. It's unveiling. It's called Private Chef Neill Anthony.
What else would we call it?
Defined. Yeah, you've even got the iconic pencil.
There you go.
Laurence, how cool is that?
It's very cool.
Tell me about the book, buddy.
Yeah, so my first cookbook, very excited. Lots of hard work's gone into it, obviously. Lots of effort. It's very, very cool. You can buy it from my website at the moment, www.neillanthony.com. And then,
www.neillanthony.com.
Yeah,
That's very English. You got to get neillanthony.com. You must keep it South African. Okay. But listen, you're giving away a copy.
We are, yes.
Of this. Yeah.
The first ever signed copy we're going to give away today.
Okay, cool. So all you got to do is call us on that number once again, 021 430 9881. And the person who asks the most interesting question on the line...
Not the hardest.
No, the most interesting.
Don't go Google hardest culinary hotline question.
Will be winning. Okay, let's get into the questions, shall we, guys?
Let's do it.
Excellent. I hope you're ready, Laurence, because these questions do tend to get tricky.
Born ready, Cap.
Edith says, how do I make American corn dogs?
Corn dogs? You got to say it with American accent as well. Corn dogs.
Yeah.
How do you make corn dogs? Well, they're pretty simple. You take your sausage, you put it on a stick.
Your dog.
We take our dry ingredients. Laurence is going to whisk them for us. So that's just plain flour. That's some polenta or some cornmeal. That's where the corn dog comes from. So it's like it's a corn base instead of something like that. So then you got salt, sugar, baking powder, all the sort of dry ingredients together.
Laurence
then you
makes
got
a good assistant chef.
He does. He's the best. He's the
Always
best.
an assistant.
All right. So what do you gradually add in your milk?
Okay.
So just your wet until you're dry, basically.
Yeah.
Lastly, we're going to add some melted butter. You could substitute that with some olive oil or some sunflower oil, but we like a bit of butter in the recipe. This is Zola's recipe, so there's obviously butter in it.
I'm just wondering, about flavor profiles.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go with coconut oil. That would kind of give it a funny taste, wouldn't it?
No. You want to stick to something quite neutral.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And then the trick is to take your batter, put it into a jug. Put that in there, mate. There you go.
Batter into jug. With the dogs waiting in anticipation.
With the dogs waiting. So we got our oil nice and hot. I think the oil's probably about sort of 175, 180.
Cool.
That goes there. So then it's easier to dip your dog when it's in a sort of jug. You know
dip your dog, roll your dog.
Roll your dog around in the batter.
And then
pop it in your fryer.
Oh, look at that. I love it when the oil kind of creates these waves over whatever is being fried in there.
So that sound. Long.
It's that sound.
It is.
Yes. And then when do you know when they're ready, Laurence? When are they ready?
Well, they'll take roughly 3-4 minutes, maybe. You know, just keep your eye on them. Depends on how hot your oil is, of course.
Okay.
Try and turn them. Try and get an even dunk.
Yeah.
If you can, so you can just drop your tool on top.
Because you want your dog to be brown all over, not
exactly.
patchy. Okay, listen, that number once again, 021 430 9881. Give us a question, and the one person who asks the most interesting question, according to Private Chef Neill Anthony, will win a copy of his brand new book. And I can tell you, it's hard copy, it's quality, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We'll be right back with the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting.
From something corn doggy to something a little bit more healthy now. South Africa's health supplement market has tapped into a vein of vitality that's seen groundbreaking growth in recent years. And a recent survey conducted by Pharma Dynamics has shown that up to 46% of South Africans take a daily health supplement to boost their immunity and, of course, overall well-being. And here to tell us a bit more is Nicole Jennings from Pharma Dynamics.
Good morning. Nicole, I've walked down that aisle and it is a big aisle. I mean, how has the South African market in immune boosters grown?
So currently about 48 million rand is spent by consumers on an annual basis on immune boosters. And we see that the immune and vitamin industry collectively is growing at a very healthy rate of 13.5%. So I think, with us living very demanding lifestyles and being very busy, it is true that sometimes nutrition takes a bit of a knock. Yeah. And nutrition is extremely important when it comes to maintaining a strong immune system. And I think, that's why we see this increase in the market. A lot of people just take that immune booster to make sure that they're just maintaining their immune system, just basically to stay in the game, so they don't have to take off from work and that sort of thing.
Did you conduct a survey that basically led you to some interesting findings with regards to immune boosters and the supplements that South Africans are taking?
Yes, that's right. So we conducted the online survey with about 2,000 respondents. And what we found very interestingly, as you mentioned, is that 46% of South Africans are currently taking an immune boosting supplement. Then of the remaining 54% who are not taking a supplement, we saw that 42% say that they don't need to take an immune boosting supplement. Okay. So these are probably individuals that lead very healthy lifestyles, their nutrition is just 100% and they exercise regularly and they feel they don't need a bit of extra support. Then we see 22% of people say that they're just too confused, they're not sure which supplement to choose. Yeah. I think a result of a lot of different products out there on the market. Sure. And then 18% of people saying that it's currently still a bit unaffordable for them. So hopefully with all these products entering the market, the competition will gradually start to drive down the cost and it will become very affordable for most people if they would like to take a supplement.
Let's quickly tap into that 22% there of people not certain which ones to buy. They are confused because there are so many options. Which ones would you recommend, or what do you need to look out for when you buy a supplement?
Okay, so the first thing to do is to distinguish between immune boosting supplements and energy products. There are a lot of both out there on the market. So ingredients in immune boosters will usually be your vitamin C and then other supplements like echinacea and zinc. Vitamin C is a strong antioxidant and echinacea demonstrates anti-inflammatory, antibacterial properties, and then also a deficiency of zinc has been linked to a very slow response from the immune system. So those are generally your ingredients in an immune booster. Then energy supplements you'll find have more stimulants. They'll have caffeine and they generally have your vitamin Bs.
Okay.
So that's something you'll take, say, on a daily basis if you really need a burst of energy. But it's not something you take every day to support your health. All right. Whereas an immune booster, you probably could, you can take your immune booster every day to support your health. And then secondly, just focus on the ingredient list. So if you are on other prescription medication or if you're using another supplement, then it's important to speak to your pharmacist to make sure that you're not exceeding the maximum daily dose of the ingredients in your immune booster. And then lastly, because immune boosters aren't scheduled, they're not as strongly regulated. So a consumer can just take an immune booster off the shelf. So just always take the responsibility, check the ingredients and make sure that it's a reputable company marketing that immune booster so you can be sure you've got a quality product and it's doing what it claims to on the label.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nicole, for joining us this morning and, of course, shedding some light on the supplement issues. Now, although supplements are there to help you assist with your health, it's important to know that they are not there to complement your diet and should not be the only primary source of nutrients that you take in. It should come from your diet as well. But by eating right and consuming nutritional supplements, you can, of course, ensure that your body is receiving all the goodness that it needs in order to stay healthy and perform optimally, especially to dodge the dreaded winter flu.
Pharma Dynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
All right, we're back again in the kitchen. Laurence, Swann, Neill, Anthony in the house. Give us a call. The private chef edition, baby. Call us on 021 430 9881 for the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting! We've got a caller on the line who's vying for that prize. The prize for the day is, of course, a copy of Neill Anthony's brand new book. Who am I speaking to? Hello?
Hello, it's Mornay. How are you?
Oh, very well, Mornay. All right, riddle us with your culinary conundrum.
I want to find out what I can do to goulash before cooking it to prevent it from going tough.
Oh, so goulash. How do you prevent it from going tough?
Well, obviously, how long are you cooking your goulash for? You need to cook it for quite a while.
I've tried quite a high heat setting for about 5 minutes or so just to seal it off, but it just ends up going tough again.
What sort of cut of meat are you using?
I'm not sure what cut it is.
Yeah, for a goulash, you really want to use something like a topside. What do you reckon?
Absolutely, something with some fat that runs through it.
I'd guess it's a topside,
Yeah. You just really want to sort of do it nice and low and slow. What you can do to aid the tenderization is rub it with a bit of corn flour beforehand. The corn flour tends to sort of tenderize the meat a bit as well. But yeah, your friend is basically sort of cooking that goulash nice and sort of low and slow.
All right. Well, there we go, Mornay. Thank you very much for that question. Very interesting one indeed. And of course, if you want to compete for the prize, which is Neill Anthony's book, brand new. Oh, it's beautiful. Give us a call on 021 430 9881. If you ask the most interesting question today, according to Neill, then that book is yours. Earlier on, one of the questions that came in is that can you make cupcakes without using eggs? Is that possible?
Yeah. What do you reckon?
It's certainly possible. You just need to replace that lost liquid from the eggs with something else.
Yeah.
You want to use something like applesauce is really good. Yeah, applesauce is really good and adds a bit of sweetness as well. Okay. You can also just use mashed up bananas.
Yeah.
Flax seeds are a pretty good substitute as well. You can actually buy an egg substitute. I've worked with that before, but it can be a bit funky. So keep it natural. You know, stick to the flaxseed, applesauce. So I mean, it's just like adding moisture.
It is. So grated courgettes or grated carrot as well gives a bit of extra flavour.
Okay.
It's a more healthy option, of course. So yeah, it's replacing that liquid you lose from the eggs.
Grated courgettes. Jens, we're talking about cupcakes here. What kind of cupcakes are you going to make?
Hey man, it's good.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess every flavour for every tongue out there. So listen, give us a call on 021 430 9881. We want those culinary conundrums that are pickling your brain right now. And of course, our private chefs are here to answer those for you on the Culinary Hotline. Bling!
Ting, ting, ting! Always fun and games. Thanks, culinary team. Now, as delicious as that all looks, don't forget that summer bodies are made in winter. And as you know, myself and Zoe recently tried Body Tech for the very first time, and we absolutely loved it.
Now, Body Tech is a form of training and exercise that uses some epic technology that allows you to target 90% of your body in only 20 minutes. And we want you guys to try it for yourselves too. So Body Tech is giving away at least giving you the chance to win 10 free sessions that is valued at 4,500 Rand.
That's really an incredible prize. Now, all you have to do is SMS the keyword Body Tech and your name to 33728. So don't forget that SMSs are charged at R1.50, and T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, you get a chance to win big with the Culinary Hotline. Sing, sing, sing. And then we are going to be talking about how social networks helps to cut down drinking. All that and more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll be right back.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Call us on your cell phone.
Culinary Hotline Bling.
That can only
It can only mean one thing, baby.
It's on the bling today.
Wow, listen, these ad breaks are killing me right now. But anyway, 021 430 9881 is the number that you need to call to ask all of your culinary questions to our private chefs, Laurence, Swann, and Neill Anthony. Of course, there's a big prize up for grabs. Neill's brand new book on the Culinary Hotline Bling. That was a bit of a subtle one. You weren't even expecting that one. No, it's okay. It's okay. Let's quickly carry on with our questions while we're waiting for those calls. How can I make scones fresher for longer? This was from
Scone
Mavis.
or scone? He's from the north of England. What do you call it?
It's a scone.
Scone.
Every time.
Mavis asked that. So fresher for longer, how?
It's keeping them as airtight as possible in an airtight container. If you can vac pack them, even better. Freezing them, of course.
Yeah.
The usual way you would keep anything
If
fresh.
you're going to freeze them, then just sort of defrost them quite slowly. But yeah, good airtight container, tight lid, boom.
Got it. Okay, cool. Sharifa Smith asked here, is it necessary to use pure butter when you're making a croissant?
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
Yes, basically.
Because you can't make it anything else.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a croissant, wouldn't work.
Okay.
Pure butter all the way.
Okay, fantastic. And then here, Samkelisiwe says, yes, Samkelisiwe.
Got that one.
When baking homemade cookies, what is the best kind of milk to use?
I would go with full-fat cow's milk for me.
Always.
Yeah. And then, I mean, you can probably try a coconut milk or an almond if you're allergic to dairy.
Of course.
But yeah, full-fat cow's milk is the best one to use.
All right, fantastic. There you have it, Samkelisiwe. Let's quickly go to a question that came from Charlene Claassen on Facebook, who said, I really want to know, when making a cake, can you replace butter with cooking oil?
You can replace butter with cooking oil. I'm not too sure on the measurements of it. You'd have to, if your recipe calls for like 250 grams of oil, and then you sort of take 250 grams of melted butter.
Yeah.
Then you just have to play with the amounts there. I'm not too sure how that works. Have you done it before?
I have. I mean, the traditional or the easiest oil-based cake I know is a classic carrot cake.
Okay, yes.
And normally, if you're 200 grams of flour, it would be about 175 mils of vegetable oil. You could replace that with a flavoured oil, like a walnut oil, to give it that extra nuttiness flavour.
Okay.
But yeah, it makes a denser, more moist.
There you
which
go.
is a great word.
We like a moist cake.
Yeah, moist cakes are good.
Yeah. So
okay. Fantastic. Listen, we're going to give you one more chance to give us a call on 021 430 9881. And of course, if you ask a very interesting question that our private chef Neil Anthony perceives as being so interesting, he shall reward you with a copy of his brand new book, the first signed one, he says.
There we go, the first signed one.
On the Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting.
Our next topic is very, very interesting, and I'm so glad we're talking about it today. In mainstream society, when a group of friends go out for dinner, they want to socialize, maybe have a young drink, and one person in that group says they don't want to drink, I think everyone else kind of tilts their head and goes, but why? Now, the former of World Without Wine, Janet Gourand, has started an online social network that assists people who are making the choice to either moderate their drinking or become sober. And she's joining us on Expresso this morning to describe how it all works. Janet, so good to have you on the show.
Hi there, thank you for having me.
Now, when I heard about World Without Wine, I thought to myself, this is so interesting. How exactly did you come about this idea of creating a network that would provide advice for people who are either wanting to moderate or even become sober?
Well, it all started when I decided that I would have to give up drinking. Yeah. And I looked around in South Africa and I just couldn't find something that worked for me. I looked at AA, I thought about rehab, but it wasn't doing it for me. So I ended up going overseas. I went back to the UK and I found a one-day workshop, which was just right for me. I met other people who had the same issue. We learned coping strategies to change our behaviours, change our habits, and most importantly, we kept in touch with each other, all of us that had been on the workshop. So we ended up with a network, and it worked for me. I stopped drinking. So I came back to South Africa, newly sober, and wanting really to help other people to do what I had done, because I felt so much better. I knew it was the right thing for me. So I came back to South Africa. We started World Without Wine. And we offer workshops very much in line with what I did, what worked for me in London. We also do one-to-one coaching, and we have an online support system for people to take 1 month off drinking, to have a break. Take a break, we call it.
Taking a break. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people watching that saying, however will I do this? But they want to maybe moderate, and they don't necessarily have to become sober. How does the whole process of, becoming a part of the World Without Wine family begin?
Yeah, well, our workshops do cover how to moderate as well as how to stop completely. And we offer online support for people to take a break. And if I was going to give 3 tips for moderators, people that want to cut down, I would say, first of all, take a break. You can plug into our workshop and we'll support you every day through a month, through an alcohol-free month. So it's important to take a break because you reset your drinking pattern, and also it gives you a feeling for how dependent you may have become on alcohol. which is, sometimes we don't know. The second tip I would give people who want to cut down is be aware of what the safe limits are. The safe limit of wine, for example, is just 1.5 bottles of wine a week, not a night, a week. And that is very little. And the third tip I would give people is keep a kind of drinking diary. Do something on your phone, how much have I had so far this week? Make sure you have a few alcohol-free days a week. And by the end of the week, you can see if you're succeeding with your moderation. And a kind of last thing for moderators, if you keep trying to moderate and failing to moderate, which was my problem, then it's probably easier to stop.
Probably easier to stop. Well, thank you so much, Janet, for being with us. I think this is an incredible resource, and I think that it's definitely going to be something that's going to help a lot of people.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. Now, if you or a loved one feel that you need support and assistance from this online program, then why don't you go and visit www.worldwithoutwine.com, and we wish you a very happy and healthy journey to sobriety.
Thank you very much, Leanne. But can you imagine a world without the culinary hotline bling?
Never.
Ting, ting, ting. What should we do? No, we wouldn't be able to make it. We've got a call on the line who called us on 0214309881. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who am I speaking to?
Brenda from Cape Town.
Hello, Brenda. Thank you. Yes, Brenda.
Brenda. Ooh, hey, Brenda.
Brenda, what's your question?
I just wanted to ask Neill and Laurence, if you make tomato gravy, what is the best, fresh tomatoes or tomato paste, please?
I would go with both, actually.
How about that?
Yeah,
why?
I would always go with both because, the tin tomatoes and the tomato puree is really concentrated.
Yes.
But the fresh tomatoes do what they do. They sort of bring that freshness.
Fully agree. So the fresh ones are more acidic, and the puree will be much sweeter and richer to add more of a tomatoey base.
So you kind of get the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds, baby.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
all right. Well, we've taken our callers,
Yeah.
and Neill, it is up to you now to make a decision about who will win your copy of Private Chef Neill Anthony Define.
Brenda.
Brenda, you're the winner! Oh my word. Okay, well, may your cooking adventures be
I don't have a bready recipe in here though, but we can add one for next book.
Excellent. And listen, Brenda, when you've cooked one of those recipes, take a picture. It's Uveda, I'm sorry, it's Uveda.
Uveda.
Please do send us a picture on our Facebook page of what you've cooked up.
That is so highly appreciated, Neill, because I always watch your programs and I always do cooking from your program.
Thank you, my darling.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
What's the first recipe that you suggest Uveda should try from your book?
The donuts.
The donuts?
Yeah, the donuts are really cool. They're in fashion at the moment. Everyone's doing donuts. So give them a try. It's broken up into a couple of sections. So you've got like open fire cooking. You've got some easy stuff, some hard stuff. So you can try the octopus dish, which is quite...
You can even try some of this.
Yeah.
How about that? Oh my word. Okay, pretty cool stuff. Is the book available yet, Neill?
It is available for pre-order on my website, so neillanthony.com. And then it will be fully available from the 9th of June.
Excellent stuff.
We'll have some copies at the Good Food and Wine Show, so pop past.
Thank you, sirs. Laurence, Neill, and we'll be back again next week with the Culinary Hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting.
Oh, well, don't miss Afternoon Express today because we know Cape Town's got the Gatsby, Durban's got the Bunny Chow, and in Joburg, you do not want to miss it out. They have the Ikota, and today Chef Clem Pedro, he's joined by special guests. That's Scoop Makatini as well as Thomas Gumede, who will be making the Ikota. So be sure to get your ingredients for the cook-along. Head on over to the Afternoon Express website. That's afternoonexpress.co.za.
So we return on an exciting note as we have, of course, another amazing Biogen winner to announce. Now, we had a Biogen Black Series hamper up for grabs, which is valued at over 2,500 rand.
Yeah, man, this hamper includes a whole range of power, performance, and recovery products. And it gives us great pleasure to announce Rihanna Luxon as our winner. Well done, Rihanna. Yeah.
But if you missed out, then you'll be super pleased to know that this week Biogen are giving away a vegan pea hamper as well as a NutriBullet. It's all valued at 2,500 rand. So this is definitely a prize worth entering for. You know what to do. SMS the keyword Biogen to 33728.
And remember, every time you enter, you receive a free entry into the grand prize lucky draw where you could walk away with 12,000 Rand in Dis-Chem shopping vouchers. That's amazing. Now remember that SMSs are charged at R1.50 and no free SMSs apply. T's and C's do, however, and you can find them on our website, expressoshow.com.
Biogen, for the results you want.
Well, lots more heading your way on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is a Feel Good Wednesday. Now, tomorrow is going to be a very big day here with your Feel Good Expresso family. We have the CHOC Telethon happening. Of course, CHOC supports children living with cancer, and we are going to be raising funds, and we need you to pledge your amounts, what you can do to support these children.
And then, of course, we've got to focus on how you can experience Cape Town down under. All that and more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Struggle with commitment? Before trying anywhere else, book on Travelstart. We will turn your guilt trips into good trips. Book flights from 499 Rand, only on travelstart.co.za.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. Now, tomorrow it's going to be a big day with your Feel Good Expresso family. We'll be doing a live telethon raising funds for CHOC, Children with Cancer Foundation.
Exactly. You can call in live and speak to one of the celebrities and make a pledge. Clover employees also came together for, or rather CHOC employees also came together for this amazing, amazing cause. And of course, you can download the Tropica tune as well.
Our friends at Clover have been long-time supporters of the Childhood Cancer Foundation, and to help raise money for this amazing initiative, they've launched the brand new Island of Treasure theme song that's available to download to you and me and all of us. And in this smooth and groovy way, we can all play our part in helping those brave little children fight their journey with cancer.
Charity starts at home, and what better way to bring CHOC and Tropica to the home of Clover, and that's why we've decided to throw a small party to encourage our employees to download the song.
The song incorporates quite a few of my favorite artists. So there's MT, there's Anga, and then there's Kalim. And if you just look at it, it's a complete blend of South African cultures within the artists themselves.
I love the new song. I dig it. It's dope.
I think it has a nice beat. It's catchy. To warm up my voice this morning, I had my favorite pineapple flavor. So we know the song has come out and people are loving it. What do you guys love most about the new Tropica theme song?
Ain't nothing smooth.
Clover employees also showed off their musical talent in an exciting sing-a-thon, and they took preparing for the competition very seriously.
So how we prepared for it is I was sending my friend voice notes last night, and then we tried to incorporate MT and a bit of the chorus just to get it together.
And nothing smoother, y'all.
Nothing smoother.
And nothing smoother, y'all. And nothing smoother, y'all. Nothing smoother, y'all.
Other people can get involved by downloading the song on their Play Store and donating to the Chalk Foundation. That's how simple it is.
As if a new groovy theme tune wasn't enough juice, we are also hosting an Expresso telethon where we're inviting South Africans to open up their hearts and wallets to give to this heartfelt organization. So whether you're dancing or pledging, make sure you figure out how you can spread a little love.
So go ahead and download that theme tune and do your little bit of good. Now, buying a bottle of Tropica really gives you more than just delicious refreshment. It's rewarding members or winners with experiences as well. Now, in the Mother City, there's this world underground that only a few people know about. And Tropica Island of Treasure Games Master Jonathan Boynton Lee accompanied one lucky winner to see what it was all about.
Tropica Island of Treasures giving competition winners a taste of adventure, and James Bez was treated to an underground tour alongside Jonathan Boynton Lee.
James, hi my man, how cool is this? It's crazy to think that we're underneath a city of 3.5 million people and there are all these hidden tunnels that are transporting fresh water from Table Mountain down to the ocean. You're a Cape Townian, you didn't even know about it.
Absolutely not. I feel like a tourist in my own city doing this now with you guys.
Okay James, you know this wouldn't be a true Tropica experience without a challenge. So as your games master, I'm going to set a challenge for you right now. You're going to have to navigate your way through these tunnels, blindfolded, and balancing one of these guys
on top of their head.
On top of your head. Oh my word. No, I'm joking.
No, but I'm going to try later on.
All you need to do is bring that laugh with you and we're going to enjoy this tour.
Sure we will.
Okay, let's go.
Right,
cool.
Cheers. Cool.
The underground canals date back to the 1600s and were used to get fresh water to passing ships. Now, they're open to be explored by visitors on a tunnel tour.
James, this is really testing my ability. You know how scared I am of small spaces in the dark. If it wasn't for these torches, we wouldn't be able to see our hands in front of our faces. So.
Well, it's pretty. It's a good experience, and it's scary, and it's all these little things moving around, and you hear the actual noise of the car going over across the road.
I can tell by your eyes, I was
I know, it's like.
If you listen, how do you think is that? You hear that?
Yeah.
It's loud, and it sounds like water's about to rush down the tunnel. And no. Let's move to a bigger space, please. Okay, so we've lost James in the tunnels, but as you can see, there's zero concern on my face because, you know, give it a couple of seconds and I'm sure we'll hear him soon enough. There it is. There he is.
Cape Town's first name was Camissa, meaning place of sweet waters. As Jonathan and James have discovered, there's a stream of fresh water traveling through the tunnels from Table Mountain.
It's amazing how much water there is here, right? It's crazy to think with the current water crisis in Cape Town, you know, 1.3 million litres of water run through here every day and out to the ocean, just wasted. Unbelievable. Scary. So how was your Tropica adventure, my friend?
All good, Jonathan. It was just the best. I can tell anybody in Cape Town, or for anybody in South Africa that must come do this, it's really worth it. It's amazing, and it's scary at the same time, and dark.
Yeah.
Cape Town is get your butt here and do this tour.
You know what I love most is all the muted sounds of the city while you're down there, all those echoed, muted sounds and the water running through. It's really quite an experience. The whole sensory experience of it is absolutely incredible. Awesome. Good stuff, buddy.
Right.
Send your laugh down there one more time. Leave it in the tunnel.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan Boyton Lee, the Games Master. Now, don't you just envy all the contestants on the Seychelles Island with the Tropica Island of Treasure? Well, now's your chance to win a taste of paradise with Tropica Slender. And all you have to do is buy yourself a Tropica Slender. Go to Tropica's Twitter or Facebook page to complete the daily story with your own twist ending. Now, you could be a weekly winner of a hamper and be entered into the grand prize draw of a trip for two to the Seychelles, and that's courtesy of Air Seychelles and the Savoy Resort and Spa.
I'm going to tell you, I'm enjoying these slender twists that I have happening right now. So today's twist is, I finally woke up on a beach under the warm moonlight to a shadowy figure, and it reached me. And... Dun, 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 enter your stories. Let's take this one from Patience Musai. Says, I finally woke up on the beach under the warm moonlight to a shadowy figure. It reached out and I got scared a little, thinking the monster is here and my life is under a risk. But suddenly, out of nowhere, an amazing hashtag slender twist came to the rescue. She twisted the monster as it went running off to the sea for its life. And then again, hashtag slender twist was the hero of the day.
Ooh, I quite like that. So how would you end it? Just head on over to Tropica's social media pages. Include the hashtag Slender Twist to stand a chance of winning. Those T's and C's can be found on tropica.co.za.
You bet.
Join us on Expresso on Thursday, the 25th of May for a very special event. Together with Tropica Island of Treasure Seychelles, we'll be hosting a live telethon to raise funds for the Chuck Foundation. Call in, pledge live and speak to a celebrity, while every rand you donate will help children who are battling cancer and build brighter futures. For more information and details on how to donate, email chuck@expressoshow.com. It's happening exclusively on SABC3. The stage is yours.
Now, still a couple of minutes of Feel Good left here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning. After the break, we bring you our daily tech story. And it's a rather interesting one because the very first espresso was brewed in space. And if you thought that wasn't a big deal, well, it rather is, because take gravity out of the equation and we've got a problem. But they've managed.
Struggle with commitment? Before trying anywhere else, book on Travelstart. We will turn your guilt trips into good trips. Book flights from 499 Rand, only on travelstart.co.za.
Out of the way. 4, 3, 2.
Well, it's time to head over to social media, and we're talking about Mad, or rather Bad Peter. Everybody is going mad about them. They are an acoustic duo with a very fresh folk sound. What did you think about their performance? Let's see. Genevieve says, it was awesome. Thanks, guys. You must get them again. They are awesome. Thank you so much. Also, Veronica says, love upbeat tunes. Had me dancing. Great. Teresa says, love them. They're awesome. Ikateng says, lovely, lovely. Morning espresso music never disappoints. And then Johanna says, awesome music. I enjoyed their performance. And let's end off with Elaine that says, love it. Dancing and shaking to the beat. Well, they are absolutely amazing. Seems like everybody is mad over Bad Peter.
Okay, guys, we need to be more quiet in the kitchen. Thank you, Lily. Okay, make a noise now.
Make as much noise as you want.
I'm Daddy Ticklian.
It's a hack.
5, then we know what you're doing.
5, they wouldn't know what you're doing. Love me, love me, love me, love you. Love me, love. Whoa, 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 woo. Was that nice? Did you like that? Did you like that?
Very good. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Been practicing it all morning. Just wanted to get it right for you. Are you going to start or should I start?
What do you want to do? Because this is like, you know,
it's like chunk, little chunk.
So, yeah.
I don't mind.
But don't you mind?
I don't mind either one.
What your morning?
Do you want me to start off? You start off. Start you off. Whoop, 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 blick, blick. Upon Avon. Upon Avon. When I fall in love, it will be
You
forever.
can take it from the IS Espresso.
Cool.
So I can go
The
from
IS
now.
Espresso.
IS Espresso.
Or I'll never fall in love.
You too.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Wednesday, middle of the week, heading downhill towards the weekend, but not before we bring you your daily tech story. Now, a historic tweet went out last week, an event that's sure to really perk you up. Italian astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti, and of course she would be Italian as well from that, from the European Space Agency, right, currently holds a few spaceflight records, including being the first person to brew an espresso in space, all right? Now, Cristoforetti currently holds the record for the longest single space flight by a woman, but is soon to be surpassed by her colleague and commander, Peggy Whitson.
Now, shortly before returning to Earth, Cristoforetti used a coffee machine called IS Espresso to brew the first espresso in space. Then she put on a Star Trek uniform top and used a special zero-gravity cup to sip it. Coffee, believe it or not, is a very, very important thing to the space mission.
Absolutely, man. You can it's important for us down here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, bringing a cup of coffee in space, it really is not everyone's cup of tea, so to speak. And previously, the only way an astronaut would be able to have a cup of coffee would have been through determination, ingenuity, and thorough understanding of fluid dynamics. Until now.
The IS Espresso is the latest addition to the space kitchen, or food lab, as the astronauts like to call it. NASA, of course, hope to make it a permanent feature on the ISS, providing the life-giving elixir to generations of astronauts. I don't know how they've actually made it to space without any coffee up until now.
But you see that this is one of the things that we never think about. It's such a daily thing that we do. We make ourselves a quick cup of espresso, but the poor astronauts, they can't get it because of gravity issues. I mean, but now there's a way, the IS Espresso, hey?
And you know what? Seeing as though what they've got in the kitchen plan, they might as well add the NESCAFE Dolce Gusto to their space missions while they're at it.
I think they might just want to do that because Nescafe Dolce Gusto brings you a variety of drinks from creamy layered lattes to frothy cappuccinos, bold espressos, rich black coffees and frosty iced beverages, all cafe-style beverages in the comfort of your very own home. And so today we're joined by Chef Peter Ayub with his expertise in the kitchen, where he's paired 5 of Nescafe Dolce Gusto's delicious variants with delectable foods. I can't wait. I've never thought of coffee and food pairing.
Well, yes, I've never done that.
What's so crazy is how different the flavors are, and that's what you guys are going to be tasting, so you're going to have your face full of food. Yeah?
Oh, yay.
Okay, but what I would like to say, though, is I was lucky enough, to do these recipe developments. I had the machine for a week, and it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And especially the manual one, it's mess-free, it's
like
really...
easy.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
So what did you pair the latte over there
Okay,
with?
latte, it's a tea latte, so it's a very oriental flavor. So I've taken a bit of homemade mayonnaise, which is very different to the stuff you buy in the shops. Easy to make. You can just Google the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've taken some chicken breast, rubbed it with masala, just grilled it, sealed it, and then put it into the oven.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we have on top here is the sauce with the chai tea, and some red curry paste, and a little bit of coconut milk. So it's got a beautiful, different flavor.
Very different indeed. This is going to be such a nice way to entertain during winter.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to move on to the taco.
Okay.
I always like saying this, the Catua do Brasil Express. Gotta say it like that, eh? Catua do Brasil. So what did you pair it with?
I've gone for fish. So it's a very, once again, oriental flavor, some nice bean sprouts. The coffee, I've sweetened it up a little bit with coconut milk. So the thing is, when you are working with coffees, it is a very bitter, it's a bitter end to it. So you need to get that balance. It rolls over your palate. So when you're working with it, don't be scared to add a little bit of honeys or a little bit of sugars or things like that, just to get that beautiful balance.
And look at Zoe there.
Look
No
at that.
spill, no
I
mess,
feel
no
like-
fuss. A perfectly made cup
Espresso.
of espresso.
Okay.
All right, so
And
that's...
then also being breakfast, I've gone for a few different things. Over here, I've made some kidney. So we've done some kidney. And once again, the coffee that we've chosen is the cappuccino. So it's got that little bit of a chocolatey flavor, but not as hectic as what I've done with the beef.
Do you mind if I take a sip?
Go right ahead.
You know, you can't put coffee in front of me and not expect me not to drink.
Okay. And with the beef, what I've done is I've done a choccino. So I've taken beef fillet. The choccino, I've added some more 90% chocolate, so it's got that really rich, dark flavor.
Yeah.
And then some chili and some fandaham, which is an orange liqueur. And if you think about chili, orange, and chocolate, it's like, it's married.
You speak about chili orange chocolate. I was once at a restaurant where they served a chili, a chocolate steak.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? But it actually worked.
It does work.
It
As long as the chef knows that it's supposed to be a bitter chocolate and not a sweet chocolate.
Oh, no, of course. No, we're not. Let's not go that
I've been to
direction.
restaurants where they put a sweet
Really?
chocolate.
Really?
It's
Okay,
like
what about the last
The
pairing
last
that
one's
you've
one of my
had then?
favorites. Okay, I'm obsessed with afal and stuff like that, and that's blood pudding. Okay, which blood pudding, whatever you want to call it. And I've done it really breakfasty. We have put on an English muffin. We've put the black pudding with some. We've used the Americano, so it's a nice strong flavor. And then we've got some bacon dust and some quail eggs. So it's a really nice breakfast item.
Wow.
Okay, and those. And what are you making there, Zoe?
I'm making the Americano for you.
Fantastic,
Yes.
fantastic.
This is when you're like Zoe and you've got like very, very nice friends that you want to make feel very, very special, so that you make them good things like this.
Isn't that machine amazing?
It's so quick. I love it. And I'm just looking at how the hot chocolate and even the latte came out. It just looks so professionally made.
And, really, what I actually love the manual one because it's so you can judge
literally
how strong
judge
you want it
exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah,
so it's
absolutely.
Look at that.
Alrighty, I think that looks very, very good. And so there you have it, all beautifully paired up. We've had fish tacos with choccacino, or the tacos with the catuado do Brasil. We've had that beautiful blood pudding that you made there with the Americano. I think creativity at the end of the day, experiment with it, the ease of use of the machine.
And it was a lot of fun.
Combine it with your own varying tastes, and of course you can then get your beautiful pairing that you can make at home. And so also remember that you can get your own NESCAFE Dolce Gusto and redeem a 500 Rand voucher when you purchase a machine from dolce-gusto.co.za. That's the website. And of course you can use the special code which is on screen right now, and you can enjoy entertaining.
Which one are you going to try?
I'm going to go
Can
on.
I try
I'm right
this
here.
one? I'm waiting for this.
Right here. This is me.
It tastes as good as it looks. NESCAFE Dolce Gusto.
Before we end of the show, don't forget to make your way to Nedbank's Facebook page at 10 a.m. today as they do the live draw to see which celebs will be going head-to-head in the first round of the Nedbank Passion Playoffs. Will it be comedian Donovan Goliath against record music producer Moby Dixon? Or will it be fitness expert Boity Tulo against fashion guru David Tlale? Who knows? But all will be revealed at 10 a.m.
I love it. Some big names right there. So remember, the more you show your support during the tournament, the better your chances of winning a VIP experience at the Nedbank Cup Finals in Durban with your celeb. So make sure you catch all of the action today at 10 a.m. sharp on the official Nedbank Facebook page.
Oh, is it that time already?
I can't talk. It was amazing.
Okay, you can keep on chewing. Listen, it's been so amazing having you once again. Hope you've enjoyed watching your feel-good breakfast show from wherever it is that you are watching it in the world. And we'll be doing this again bright and early tomorrow morning. We'll see you. Have a great day and be safe out there.
We love you.
We love you. Bye-bye. Okay.
Say bye, guys.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
Okay, bye now.
Another feel-good production.